Humans are masters of self-deception. We fool ourselves into believing things that are false.
Warning. Pregnant women, the elderly, and children under 16 should avoid prolonged exposure to Dirt Diggler. Dirt Diggler may suddenly accelerate to dangerous speeds. Dirt Diggler has high gluten content and is not kosher, halal, or vegan safe. Do not ingest Dirt Diggler, as Dirt Diggler is for external use only. Discontinue listening to Dirt Diggler if any of the following occurs: itching, vertigo, dizziness, discoloration of urine, tingling in extremities, loss of balance or coordination, slurred speech, temporary blindness, profuse sweating, heart palpitations, increased use of profanity. If listening to Dirt Diggler gives you an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, you're welcome. Listening to Dirt Diggler may lead to unplanned pregnancies. If Dirt Diggler begins to smoke, get away immediately. Seek shelter and cover head. Dirt Diggler may stick to certain types of skin. When not in use, Dirt Diggler should be returned to its special container and kept under refrigeration. The ingredients of Dirt Diggler include, but are not limited to, a glowing substance which fell to the earth, presumably from outer space, and bad memories. Do not taunt Dirt Diggler. Dirt Diggler does not come with a lifetime guarantee. Dirt Diggler, enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? My name is Brandon, and welcome to the Deceptively Honest Podcast. And of course, in studio, I always got my right hand man, Timmy G. Say what's up, Timmy.
What's going on? What's going on?
And also, we got some special guests in the house today. This is about to be a funny ass show. Gentlemen, please introduce yourselves.
I don't know if you heard, but it is the Dirt Diggler, the dirtiest Diggler to ever Diggler for Dirt Cut Diggler. And
That's
right in front of me,
bitches.
of course, I have the illustrious.
Kenny the Dork, unapologetically New England.
And yo, we're from Dirt Diggler Shitty Sports Show.
And this is about to be a very deceptively shitty sports show today.
I'm looking forward to
deceptively shitty. I fucking like it.
Deceptively
Like,
shitty sports
Like
show.
this beer is deceptively shitty. It really is. It's got a nice, like if you look at the logo, it's like a Bentley logo.
Oh yeah,
This
but
is not Bentley.
No,
Ford.
fuck no. This
more
shit
like a
tastes like a Mini
Chrysler.
Cooper.
Yeah, fucking Mini Coopers are nice. I got a 2003 Mazda. I got a 2008 Mazda 3 in front of the house. It's got one door. It's like that.
It's a hoopty.
This shit like an '88 Honda Civic.
It tastes like a Honda
AC at 45.
This shit tastes like a fucking Geo Metro.
There you go. That's a shit.
Like a Daewoo
My
Lanos.
grandmother had one of those back in like 91. It was red.
That shit got 3 cylinders.
Yo, you know what? Here's the shit that tripped me the fuck out with that, man. Like somebody actually broke in and took the radio out that bitch.
Why?
Exactly.
Well, the copper inside the radio is worth more than the rest of the fucking car. Oh, when do you take the radio?
True.
Man has a
You
point.
could probably like flick that bitch and it'll be totaled out.
No, I got you, man. I remember the Metro. I remember the Tracker.
Oh yeah, the tracker.
The Tracker. Yeah, that was.
No, but see,
that was
here's-
the Suzuki Sidekick.
But here's the thing: in the '90s, yo, they used to fucking pimp out those trackers and put fucking rims on
They
them.
were
Like,
Suzuki
oh,
Samurai. They were Suzuki Samurai. Remember that? Remember they used to pimp them out? They used to fucking roll them and get everybody killed. It was a great time.
Put the fucking Dayton spokes on them
Fuck
bitches.
yeah.
And don't forget the
8-inch fucking wheels on
the
them, man.
Amigo. The Isuzu Amigo.
Oh my god, yes, that was a fucking hideous. That was like the Subaru Brat.
Yeah.
Or the Isuzu Brat. Was it a Subaru?
No,
Probably a Suzu.
It was
think
really
that,
shitty.
yeah.
The Brat,
vehicle.
yeah.
The Brat was pretty terrible.
Yeah, but it was, that was like the middle class version of the Sidekick, basically.
The good part about the Brat though is if you
We
ran
had a
out of
sidekick.
gas.
Yeah.
We had a sidekick.
The best part about the Brat, you ran out of gas, you just put it in your pocket, walk to the gas station, man. No big deal.
It works out.
No big deal, man.
As you can see, this show has already gone off the
Are we
rails.
going to go over the schedule at all, sir?
We will go over the schedule.
The schedule.
Sure.
The schedule?
Yes, the
schedule.
schedule.
The schedule.
That's a
Yes, the
staple.
schedule.
All right, so this show has actually been in the making for quite a while, but we actually we finally got around to bringing it into fruition. So guys, I'm actually happy to have you down here
I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, I mean,
participate in this show. It's good to finally actually meet you guys in person.
right.
A pleasure. We would have loved to have you at 40 for 40, but we understand you had other issues to take care of. But I will tell you, there was a lot of 40s involved.
A lot of 40s got
Still have a
consumed.
lot of 40s. If you are interested in 40s.
No, when you say 40 for 40,
40s for 40.
I turned 40.
okay.
And to celebrate, I had a bunch of 40-ounce malt liquor bottles there.
How many?
3 cases.
3 cases.
Well,
I had a case of St. Ides, a
Who
case
died?
of Old English. So I think
Who died?
I think my brother James from the Marine Corps, my brother James, I think he may have died a little because he hit the cycle. He had one of each 40. And he was partying.
You're right over there, Brandon.
He was partying.
He said he died a little.
I think he died a little because we went to Philly the next day. And we didn't know how bad he was until we're on the way back. He goes, yeah, man, I had like one of each 40 yesterday. We were like, What?
Right?
You had what? You had 120 ounces of malt
Oh my
liquor
God,
in one
dude.
sitting? Oh my God.
Fuck that.
That sounds like a bad
Dude,
time.
hey, could you, hey,
So it was
yo,
like, dude, you can't drink that fucking more, but he did it.
Yo.
He wouldn't even know me.
could you imagine the fucking beer farts that guy had? Oh my God.
He was
bro.
good though. Like he must have took care of it the
Fuck that,
morning. He was solid,
Lord.
man. He took it like a champ. He's a motherfucking goddamn killer, man. He did it like a champ, but man, he was broke off.
Well,
Tom broke off,
know he
baby.
felt
Tom
Jesus,
broke off.
the fuck
Nice.
off. Tom broke off.
All right, so James, before we get started,
Yeah.
I got one thing I got to get out of the way. I got to congratulate my cousin Garrett. He's the host of the Stadium Status podcast. He and his girlfriend, they just birthed a baby girl the other day.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
Her
congratulations.
name is London.
London,
I haven't seen any pictures of her yet, but I'm sure that she's absolutely gorgeous.
of course.
But now we can get into the schedule, gentlemen.
The schedule,
Schedule.
yes, we did
Yeah.
get sidetracked from the schedule.
It's
My apologies. It was 40 for 40. It was quite the event, sir.
And I'm sure it was, and I would have loved to attend.
We'll do 40s for 41 next time.
Yeah.
I have a surplus.
I mean,
I have an arsenal of 40 ounces.
I have a bottle of Tanqueray. I didn't buy any Tanqueray.
that shit tastes like pine cones.
How did you acquire, sir?
Like, that shit tastes like Christmas.
Someone bought a bottle of Tanqueray to the party, and that shit made it home with me. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking
Oh
drink this.
man, it just. Do you want all the pine cones in your mouth? That's what fucking Tanqueray
I'll
sounds
pick up
like.
a fistful of pine needles and just watch them shit
Fuck.
down with some rubbing alcohol.
That's all that shit is.
All right, Jess. All right.
Yeah, see, you see how we go off the rails.
For the schedule, up first we have stupid military stories and/or the
I got
stupidest
that.
shit we saw this week.
Should be good.
Followed up by entertainment and music, life and society, and then we'll kick it over to Kenny and Mr. Dirt for
Yes.
sports.
Yes.
This is a mashup show, so
Yes.
you're definitely going to get your listeners' work today. So if you're ready, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get this thing started.
All right. So who wants to kick off the shitty stories? We're gonna. You got it?
Yo, you remember that one I left you hanging on last time?
Fuck, please. I need to hear this one.
Okay,
I need
so,
some kind of
yeah.
catharsis here, man.
All right, yeah. Dork was a young Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps in about 03. Yeah, right about the time everybody's coming back from Iraq. You know,
After the first rotation, yeah.
yeah, but obviously I missed that because I was in the process of re-enlisting in the Marine Corps because I got out in 2001.
Okay.
So I get sent back to headquarters battery with with the boots that are coming out of radio school.
Okay.
And we're all basically, it's like go to work for about 5 hours and then, go for a 3-hour lunch and fuck off or whatever.
Sounds fun.
There was a lot of drinking in that period.
I remember doing
Sounds
things
about
like
right.
that.
Sounds about right, yeah, so.
This is interesting.
A lot of dates.
Yeah, so my roommate at the time would later say about my alcohol consumption at the time that it takes a case to slow me down.
I remember those days.
You do, yes.
I had them myself.
Yeah. Well, so I was about a case in.
So get warmed up.
Getting warmed up, and we had just had 3 young females, one of which you actually wound up meeting
Hello.
later on.
He was just
Gutierrez.
warming up the Pinto,
Okay.
man.
Hey,
Yeah,
that sounds
Gutierrez, and they had just joined our unit, and we
Okay.
invited them to drink with us. And one of them decided she was just like, a tough ass Molly Marine, and she's gonna get in everybody's face, and you ain't shit, motherfucker, kind of thing.
Did somebody cup check her?
Oh, getting there. So she's like, she's calling out pulling my man card habitually the whole night, putting out cigarettes on my leg and shit.
Oh yeah. She's
And then finally, she kind of gets a little too familiar and tries to slap me with a beer bottle in her hand.
So she tried to smack you with a beer bottle.
Yeah.
How many beers did she have at this point? Do you know?
5.
5.
God
So
damn.
she is.
Hold on, what was she drinking?
She is.
Miller Lite,
Oh.
because that's what I bought.
Excuse me.
Oh, I've never seen someone get that drunk of water, but keep going.
Okay, but
It wasn't either of the
H2O.
illustrious
No.
beverages we have around the table.
oh, good lord, no,
no.
not nearly as refined. Sir, I say again, good sir. But anyway, so continuing along, so she's now attempted to slap me, and I, grab her arm instinctively, but I am slowed down at this point. So I fall on top of her. And the bottle wedges underneath my forearm.
Oh no.
So you can see where this is going, right? Yeah, like there's like a sickening thud crack noise, and I think I get up like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I think I broke your arm. And then I notice there's blood everywhere.
Oh.
And then she's like, no, I'm fine. Oh my god. And I'm like, oh my god, what? and I don't realize that half of the Miller Lite bottle is now sticking out of my arm.
Oh, that's not a good place for it to be.
No, it's not. It's
call my
right
Corman friend, ask him
there.
about that.
See the wound right there?
Just for visual reference, ladies and gentlemen, Kenny is not a small person.
No.
Absolutely not.
He was a little smaller then,
right
but
there.
he's not a small guy either way.
Yeah, so basically it was like, oh wow, look at that. That shouldn't be there, huh?
Shouldn't be that.
Oh no, and I mean like without thinking, I just pulled the damn thing out.
Oh, how'd that work out for you?
It hurt like a son of a bitch.
I would
when
hope so.
I woke up the next morning.
Oh, you made it. So did
Whoa,
you
wait, hold on, wait a minute.
Oh no. We did field expedient to the best of our abilities.
Toilet paper and duct tape?
Toilet paper and yeah, Gutierrez was there with the rubbing alcohol, as a matter of fact. Goots was like, Perk, hold still, Perk. Just wiping it off. I gotta get the blood off.
I'm scared to drink right now.
I have a glass in here. We're good. These are all cans.
I'm a more evolved dork, but at the same time, but the thing was, I was so caught up in the sound that I was like, oh god, I broke this girl's arm on her first day in the unit.
No, it would. You hear the crunching sound, you wouldn't think the bottle gave way. You think the arm did. 'Cause you're not a small dude, and you're falling on her because you're drunk as fuck, and she's apparently 5 beers on, and oh my god, so.
But
it's reasonable to believe that you hurt her.
But that was pretty, it was tame by comparison, to the other stuff where like they were putting out cigarettes on my legs.
I don't know how it got that far, man. I don't think I
saying.
could. You are a fucking beast because I'd have slapped shit out of somebody, man. I would have really.
I'm just a nice guy.
Everybody got to get
I would
slapped
have
at
punched
that
her right in the boob.
One shot right in the baby maker.
Right in the top. Right in the fucking boob.
Right in the baby maker.
Excuse me, right. To coincide with what Dirt was saying, should have been the baby feeder. My bad.
Got tapped in the teeth.
Goddamn Falcon punch her fucking kid into the next goddamn day. That's
Back into the shadow zone.
Shadows.
We got all kinds of great obscure references on our show.
You want me to go next, or you want to go?
You know what? I think I'll take this one next.
All right.
So I
Got
had a Marine by the name of Lance Corporal Gilmore. And Gilmore was your quintessential fuck up. Like, I think that every Marine has had one guy in their unit or in their respective
we covered
section.
that last show.
Was he the 10%?
Say again?
Was he your 10%?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So Gilmore, this kid, like PT stud, he could do everything you wanted him to do when it came to PT.
I had one of those.
When it came to the rifle range, he was weird because he's right-handed, but he's left-eye dominant. So he's got to
figure out.
so he's got to figure out how to shoot.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's the least of the bullshit with this kid. So at one point, Gilmore and I were roommates.
Oh no.
And I get back to the room one day and like the toilet's fucked up. And I'm like, yo, Gilmore, like I need you to take care of the toilet, like get this shit over with so we can, go and use the bathroom and everything.
For sure.
So he's like, yeah, I got it. I leave for the day. I come back a little bit later on and like I'm in and out. So I go in, I take a piss, I leave. And I'm down in in one of the common areas and everything, and somebody comes out there, and I'm like, yo, there is water all down the hallway.
Oh shit.
I'm not thinking shit of it. So I'm like, oh, whatever.
The math is not being done.
So
no
I continue
Like that
watching
meme-
whatever
that
it
meme with
was
the
on
calculations?
TV, and somebody comes in. I think it was the guys who lived across the hall from us. So they came down, they're like, hey, Alan, like, you got water coming out of your room.
Where was this at?
This was in Quantico.
Oh
Dang.
So I think it was Pleasant. He came in there and he was like, yo, you got water coming out of your room, man. So I'm like, oh shit. So I run down the hallway. I don't even get halfway down the hallway before I see little turds and shit floating down the hall.
Oh shit.
That's when you know you
So
arrived.
I'm like, yo, this is bad.
This is no bueno. Me amigo.
Go in the we go in the room. There is water and little baby turds floating all around the fucking room.
We got a
Sounds like he was
Mississippi
dehydrated.
shit
You
river
need to
going.
eat more fiber and drink more water if they're a little bit.
So we stopped the toilet from overflowing and everything. I call Gilmore and I'm like, yo, you need to come back to the barracks right now.
Right the fuck now.
Like,
ASAP.
like
The double time.
You
room
unsat
is-
motherfucker.
The room is fucking flooded. You need to
shit.
come back from whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, I'm on my way back.
3 weeks later.
Me and probably 6 other people from just down that wing, we started trying to clean everything up. All of the little dookie water has kind of floated out into the hallway and all of this other shit. So we, no pun intended.
I'm just imagining this little river with these little turds. Dude.
They just
Look like
floating
little,
on by.
look like little logs.
Somebody at their room drinking a beer, looking at the shit river go by, like,
Like, this is fucking terrible.
this
Like,
nigga's
it,
going to
not
hell.
only is it floating down the hallway, it's seeping into other people's rooms.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck that.
So,
Fuck that.
Okay.
about an hour later, I call him again, like, yo, where you at? I need you to come back to
Yeah,
the
I'll be
barracks
there
to
in a
help
minute.
us clean this up. That's exactly what he said.
oh, be there in a minute. I'm not coming back.
Gilmore didn't show up until like 10 o'clock that night. And by the time he showed up, everything's pretty much cleaned up. But I'm pissed the fuck off.
Okay.
Because you blatantly disregarded everything that I just asked you to do. You've had more than one person call you to tell you to come back to the barracks. But you basically were just like, man, fuck all of y'all. I'm gonna have fun at this carnival or whatever the fuck it was that he was doing. He got back and, like, on site, like, I went to go and rush him so I could knock him the fuck out. But the deck NCO stopped me. He's like, nope, you're not doing this. You're not getting in trouble over this.
Right.
I'll go ahead and take care of it. He goes out there and just starts laying into this kid. Like, he made him stand at parade rest the whole time. Like, it got bad.
Did he cup check it?
No, he should have.
Should have cup checked.
He should have.
Yeah, nothing says I did wrong by getting punched right in the junk.
Yeah.
A junk punch is sometimes warranted. It was definitely
Yeah,
warranted
actually,
there.
just a little backhand
No,
action.
no,
little tap.
no.
Because you don't
no,
want you want
no,
to do the you know that machine, that little with the balls that goes click click. You want that action going on.
You know what? I don't.
And the vanilla nut tap just can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta just
No,
use the
no,
wrist,
no,
you gotta
no,
hop it in
You
there.
gotta
no,
get that
no.
metronome moving.
This warranted like an uppercut to the nuts. Like,
The Johnny Cage.
yes.
Johnny Cage.
That fucking Street Fighter Kim.
And this is like the least of the shit that this kid did, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to you.
That was the tip of the iceberg.
Do you
Wait,
wanna go
what
first?
caused the flood?
I don't have this story.
No, but you got the stupid shit of the week, don't you?
No.
No, you don't. Okay.
All right.
So,
This is y'all right here. I'm
all right, now
interested
this
to hear.
is a while ago, so hopefully I'm not mashing up multiple days into one fucking foray. But ever tell you guys about the time I got a concussion from a titty?
What?
What?
Right. Have I ever told you about the time I got a concussion from a titty?
That actually sounds like it's.
It
Go
sounds
ahead,
like it's
go
kind
ahead.
of enjoyable.
Yeah,
but
like, I wanted to say.
At
that,
the end of the day,
Hold on.
it's a concussion and
Hold
it
on,
fucking sucks.
So a titty gave you CTE?
The definitely led
He
me
got
on
a
the path.
CTE
Yes.
from a TTE.
So
He got CTE from
Let's-
a TIT.
Yes.
nice. So rewind way the fuck back. Single, no wife, no kid, nothing. Right? We're in Guam. I'm
Oh.
a Lance Corporal with 31st Meeting. Right?
Uh-oh.
Lance Corporal Diggler. I was definitely 10 foot tall and bulletproof at this point in my life. You couldn't tell me otherwise.
Young, dumb, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So in the barracks that we were staying in, it's on Mariana's Naval Base. So the only time Marines are there is when we come down there to train, and we're down there to train. Well, the recon guys got packed up and left, and we had to go clean all their shit because after they clean their shit, we found like cases of fucking beer. I'm underage. So what do? We drink the beer, right? We drink the beer.
As you should.
That's what
I mean,
it does.
it's only right.
That's what
It
at
was
this point in my
gifted to
life,
you.
Even though I was underage and I was not at my prime yet, I was still pretty good when it came to the drinking. So we load up in the government van because that's what you do when you drink. You get in the government vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, why
We
not?
went to the strip. We commenced to finish the beers that we brought to the van because we're got to drink on the way to the train.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Again, it only makes sense.
Right. So there's this strip club. This the Tumon Strip in Guam is like it's a Hard Rock Cafe, a bunch of hotels, and a whole bunch of titty bars, like a bunch. Right. So I went into one. The one that was right across the street from Harvard Park, and there's a bunch of guys from the radio recon from the radio battalion.
Mm-hmm.
And I go in and I sit down and I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see what's going on here. And they're like, this I think she might have been Korean, but she had these big ass fake boobs.
Oh,
they were
no.
fucking huge. And they were fake as shit.
They're probably filled with cement.
Now-
Go
They,
ahead.
they felt like they were filled with cement. It was
if
like
you could guess a tit size, what would it be?
double D's at least.
Wow.
These were
Okay, so we're dealing with some big
This
titties.
is a lot of mass we're talking about here.
more than a handful.
Like full
So
circumference.
it's definitely a from the concussion I got, it's definitely not a small boob.
You headbutted a bowling ball, is what
Like,
you
is
said.
it one of the chicks that used to break she used to
could-
break watermelon with her tits?
I think, yeah, it wasn't like that, but it was solid. It was solid, which was the problem. It was like getting hit with one of those pillows that's way overfilled. It was
fuck.
like it's a pillow and then bam, concussion. So,
Good night.
Like
so
a
I'm
pillow
sitting
with a
there.
brick in it.
Now I'm sitting there, right, in the radio battalion guys are like, he's virgin, and I'm like, no, I'm not. And they're like, she's like, I hate virgins. I'm like, I'm not a virgin. And I was like, so apparently that just means that I haven't gone through whatever strange ritual they do in this fucking because the ritual kicks off.
I see this going bad.
I end up
already.
getting fucking beat with my own belt, ridden like a horse at some point, and there's this creepy ass sailor
sounds
in
like
the
you went
corner
to-
and shit, just kind of really not okay with any of this. And I've got it. I mean, she comes up, she smacks me with a boob. I'm dazed, I'm stunned, and all the other shit happens, and I'm like, holy shit. Right, so I'm like done with this. I'm disheveled. I am hurt. I'm offended. Right, I am taken aback by what just happened. I've been to some place. This is the beginning of a fucking long career of me just walking into shit. Right, this is the beginning, but it doesn't end with a titty concussion. It does
No?
not. No, there's actually a much better.
There's
end to this.
actually more.
There's more to this because this is Lance Corporal Diggler, so of course there's fucking more. so,
Always more with
so the night goes on. We end up packing back into the van. Our designated driver, who may not have drank as much as the rest of us, we all go back.
You always have to have a DDD,
Yes.
a designated drunk driver.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So we get back to the base. Now, this is where things get hazy, and this is where I remember being told what I did. Fast forward through time, I wake up, I'm stretched out on a couch on phone watch. The full bird colonel is in cami standing there with the sergeant major in cami standing there having a conversation. I'm in civilian attire, asleep on the couch.
Yo, this sounds really bad.
And so I realize what's going on. I look over, and I don't know why I'm in this room, but I'm in this room. And so I sit up, and I get up, and I walk right the fuck out of the room. I walk right past them. I don't say
As you
shit.
should.
I don't say shit. They don't look my fucking way. It was like, you're not here. I'm like, you're right, I'm not. And I fucking slid out.
I'm a ghost.
My room is literally, I'm a ghost. My room is literally around, like straight across the hall. So I go into the room, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Why am I on phone watch? He goes, so what happened was, you came in last night, you stood in the mirror and you did that thing where you're like, for like 20 minutes. And then you're like, I gotta go on watch. And then you just left.
So you put yourself on watch.
But I had watch. I actually had watch. I got so blackout drunk that I stayed on schedule.
What?
Yo, you
So
are
is that the key?
efficient.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
So I went in on phone watch, promptly laid on the couch and went the fuck to sleep because I was tired from drinking all goddamn night. And I woke up to the colonel, sergeant major, who can take 2 stripes from you because this is their regimental level. And we all did ourselves a solid by not acknowledging that we existed. Like, I didn't acknowledge them, they didn't acknowledge me. I fucking slid the fuck out. Like, I walked, like, when I got up, they were no more than 5 feet from me. There's no way they didn't see me get up and just walk out without saying shit. It was just like, well, Sergeant Major, we're gonna ignore this drunk motherfucker on the couch. And I'm the drunk motherfucker on the couch. I'm like, I'm gonna ignore these 2 fucking super senior Marines here. And I'm gonna escape this and live to see another day. And so that is the ending of the night that I got a concussion from a titty.
Well, we just figured out your Harry Potter house, too. Slytherin.
Slytherin.
You were slithering down the hall.
Definitely slithering the fuck out of there.
Slytherin would have fucking stabbed their asses and kept them moving.
No, I just meant
That
you were
is true.
slithering down the hole.
I would think I was a Ravenclaw for that. Yeah.
I would say Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
I would say Ravenclaw.
Well, all right, fine.
Yeah, because Slytherin would have definitely
Who?
just slit everybody.
Show of hands. Who just
We're
figured out that I've never
fuck
read
you,
or
I'm
seen
back.
Harry Potter? So.
Oh, no, but
punch you in the
I
face.
got the punchline. I got the punchline out. I slid
Okay.
out of the room.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking, like, what house would I be?
Oh, okay.
So I think Ravenclaw.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So that's my. I got plenty of stupid military
Oh,
I
stories.
think we could spend the whole show.
We could
doing
do a
It's
whole
really- it's really-
series on that.
Here's the thing. I am interested in all of that shit. So intrigue me.
Well, so last week I talked about you can't eat C4.
Okay, now you have to finish the story.
No, I did this. It was on the last show. So
I don't think Timmy didn't hear this part of the show.
No, I
You
didn't.
have to tell this shit.
Intrigue me, because that just sounds interesting.
it is pretty interesting. So all right. So for this,
For the sake of those,
because we're gracious guests, I will rehash the Don't Eat C4 story.
yes.
So at this point in my career, I am Staff Sergeant Diggler, and I'm again attached to 31st MEU.
Just a second. I just want to stop you real quick. Don't take a swig of beer while he's telling the story. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Please.
Hold on.
Wait. Get your swinging, buddy. All right. So Staff Sergeant Diggler is on duty at the 31st MEU Command Element Command Post. All right. I'm the regimental duty. I've got the BLT, Battalion Landing Team, that's the grunts. I got the air wing guys. I got the fucking support guys. They all got their respective battalion duties. I'm the fucking big duty. They all fucking report to me, right? So I get a call from the grunts. We got a company of Marines quarantined in the central training area, which is a goddamn jungle, we believe for meningitis. Oh, that fucking sounds terrible. Yep, a couple of Marines went into seizures, had to go to the hospital. That doesn't sound good at all. Log it in. Sir, you got Marines in the hospital because they had seizures, quarantine, fucking meningitis. Okay, cool. Fast forward a few hours, get a phone call. So, it wasn't meningitis. Well, what was it? The two Marines that had the seizures had eaten C4. I'm sorry. What? They ate C4?
America's finest, Joe.
Yes, they ate C4. So I'm like, how does a Marine eat C4? And he goes, they just bit it. Like, who the fuck bites a block of goddamn C4? Let alone, all right, so here's the story about how that shit happened, right? So they're out there, and they got EOD, explosive ordnance disposal guys out there to teach them how to make improvised claymores, right? So if you need to blow some shit up, and you don't have the proper equipment to blow some shit up, this is how you make some homemade shit on how to blow some shit up.
And I'm pretty sure you know what a claymore is.
Yeah,
You know
right.
how they operate.
I play Call of Duty.
So right, okay. So they're teaching them how to make these claymores, and they keep emphasizing, wash your hands. Do not let this shit into your body. Wash your hands, wash your hands. If you're gonna fucking handle it, wash your hands before you eat, wash your hands, right? The EOD guys are fucking adamant about not letting this shit into your body. And I would think that you don't even need that warning because it's plastic goddamn explosives, and you wouldn't want that in your body because it just sounds like you don't want to eat that shit. Like dog shit. You don't need to be told to eat dog shit, but some people do.
Hey.
That is true.
So what happened
People eat
was...
horse shit, but
Oh, come on. That's only when the Eagles win the Super Bowl.
There's only one guy. I'm sure. Whatever, bro. Whatever,
we're
bro.
back to that joke. See, that's what we call a
Marine
callback.
Picks up the fucking block of C4 and says, I bet you won't take a bite of this to the other Marine.
Oh, God.
To which he goes,
Shit.
bet I will. And he takes a bite. Shunk.
That's some bro shit.
yeah.
That's some fucking bro
this
shit.
is when no balls was at his peak. No balls.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is when
No
he was
balls.
I got to do it now. He said no balls. So he goes, I bet you won't take a bite of the C4. He goes, fucking bet I will. And he bit the C4.
That's the I ain't no bitch, I'm gonna do it.
And now we're having seizures. And because we're having seizures, we can't tell anybody what dumb shit we just did because we're flopping around on the fucking ground and we're unconscious. So once they medevac these two bitches out to the hospital, they're like, this shit looks like meningitis. So the corpsmen and everybody else quarantine their whole fucking company. Whole group that's out there is fucking stuck in the bush, can't do shit, can't train, just stuck in the middle of the fucking jungle in Okinawa, Japan. Dipshits in the hospital wake up, they ask them, what the fuck happened? They say, we ate C4. And then I get my phone call saying the reason was because I ate C4. So now it's daytime, right? Colonel's coming into work. I gotta explain to the Colonel that the reason these two fucking dumbasses were in hospital is because they fucking ate C4. So I go up to his office, which is a nice office, by the way. It was a nice office.
Had a nice flow to it.
So
Yeah.
I go into it and I'm like, sir, you're the one that's up. I come in, I'm like, so the Marines that were in the hospital, turns out they ate C4. Pause. Okay.
Was it a long pause or?
He just stared at me. And like I was looking at him, he was looking at me, and he's looked at me some more, and I looked back at him like, I'm telling you the truth, I'm not gonna come up here and make some shit up like this. And he's just
I feel like
looking at
this
me.
was. I feel like this was one of those pauses. Like he's looking at you. Like, did you really just say? What
And
the fuck I think
I
you just
certainly
said?
did, sir. I certainly did
Yeah.
tell you that they ate C4. He just goes, okay, thank you. And I go, you're welcome, sir. And I do my fucking shit and I fucking leave. And then I went home for the day. And from that point forward, I've always just, that story's just been there. Like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
Why?
So these guys got sent home from Okinawa back to Pendleton, I believe. And so they were done out there training. And I'm sure they got their ass busted down. They probably lost a lot of paycheck for that shit.
They should have. You're fucking
yeah.
idiots, man.
But that's how I found out. You shouldn't eat C4. Like, this is why you don't eat C4, because it causes seizures.
And meningitis, apparently.
Apparently, it gets your platoon or
apparently
for meningitis. And it's like this. And I led the series with that story. I led with they ate C4 and they're having seizures now. And how do I follow that? I follow that by going, I got a concussion from a titty and I woke up on duty with a Colonel Sergeant Major sitting there. So I got to go higher from here.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to have to dig
I feel
in the
like
crates.
you can. I really do. I feel like you can.
I've got a few stories, man.
All right, and as much as I would love to hear these stories,
I gotta ration these out, man. I got a show to do, man. I got a show to do.
We gotta keep the content flowing.
Gotta keep the content moving, man. I gotta keep listening. Like,
We gotta have a hook for next
dumb
show.
military shit. There's one involving a snake.
Oh, okay.
ladies and gentlemen, tune in to the next Dirt Diggler's Shitty Sports Show to hear about the snake.
Yes,
Because
sir.
I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a funny story.
It's pretty funny. It's stupid. It's incredibly stupid.
Or the time that Sergeant
But
Dork
it's
had
never
soju
right
in
segment.
Korea.
You ever been to a place called Quaker Steak and Lube?
No.
All right. So apparently they have the hottest wings in the world. All right. They have a place, I think I want to say in Fredericksburg or something like that.
Okay.
So they make you sign a waiver before you eat the chicken wings.
Oh, okay. That sounds like something I don't want to do.
Not to cut you off.
What?
But anytime I got to sign a waiver to eat some shit, I'm probably not going to eat it.
So-
Let's just
I'm not at that point.
Here's me and my brother, Jared, right?
Oh, God.
He's like, I want to fucking eat the wings. I want to try the wings. Like, okay, fine. You know,
You better off just trying the sauce.
Here's
Like,
the thing.
a single wing?
No, fuck no. Here I am. I'm being fancy. He's like, yo, he's eating the wing with his fingertips. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm eating that shit with a fork. I don't want that shit to touch the side of my
You don't want
mouth.
to touch
Exactly.
your fingers. You don't want to touch nothing.
Dude,
Because the first thing you want to do is touch your eyes.
Oh,
because your
and
face
now
starts-
hold up.
You're gonna die.
Hold up. So check this out. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know, I started eating it. I got a little bit on my fucking fingertips. So basically, I started eating the rest of that shit. I'm like, fuck, it's the hottest wings in the world. Like, literally, they're fucking hot. So I got to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I wash my hands. Then I take a piss, right?
Oh no.
I mean, you kind of did it the smart way.
Dude.
You kind of did it the smart way.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter, man.
Didn't matter. Dick on fire. Fire.
Burning so hot he thought he had
Dude.
herpes.
Goddamn flamethrower down here.
Yes.
Goddamn flamethrower.
He spits straight fire, son.
Straight fire.
What I'm telling you, it did not matter. It did not matter. My dick was on fire. And then, here we go. I washed
Hot
my hands
sausage.
again with this fucking fire crotch that I have right here. And I'm on my way.
Literally.
Literally. I'm on my way back home. He's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. My dumbass decides to fucking scratch my eye. So now I have a fucking burning eye and a burning dick at the same time.
Wow. Yeah.
That sounds absolutely terrible. That sounds but predictable.
So here's the
sounds
thing.
like-
All right, the food at Quaker Steak and Lube is delicious. Don't go for the fucking hot wings.
I don't think
Okay.
it's there anymore, man.
Really?
Yeah, I think they tore that place down.
They needed to.
Fire department came through like, we gotta sit you guys down. Too many filet potatoes up in here.
Yeah.
Too many people touching their dick after they eat your
They
wings.
should put a sign. What they should have done, put a sign up: if you eat these wings, don't touch your pee-pee.
Yeah.
They should have like a dick wrangler that comes in to help you.
Hey.
If you have to go pee,
Hey.
the dick wrangler can help you so you don't fucking set your.
Kind of like the nightclub bathroom attendant kind of thing.
Not like the bathroom attendant, like that.
Yeah. I was like, do you need a paper towel, sir?
Actually, I have hot sauce on my hands, and I
Fuck that. I need an ambulance. That's what I need.
Kind.
Dude, is there some kind of solvent that gets this off my
Wasn't that
hands?
in a movie though?
Yeah, the crying game.
No, not the crying game, dude.
I mean, he was
it was
crying.
a Rob Schneider
but-
movie. It was when he got the body switch with the girl. What was that called? Some shit like that.
I don't remember.
But I remember he
Talk about
didn't know how to
The
piss.
hot chick.
The hot chick.
That's
he
what it
didn't-
was.
He didn't know how to piss. He didn't know how to piss. So the guy in the restroom trying to teach him how to piss in the urinal, and it's like you need that, but like because your hands are on fire.
You know what? That's actually a really good segue. It's a really good segue because we're about to start talking about movies.
I like movies.
Yeah, so
sometimes.
I think we all do.
I do like a good shitty movie.
All right, I think the best way to just jump into this shit is to just jump into it.
Okay.
Like, we're all huge sports fans.
I do like the Sprots, yes.
Yeah.
The sports is nice.
Sprots,
man.
yes.
So my question
just Monaco.
is, what are you guys' favorite sports movies?
Ooh.
Now, if you can't narrow it down
I
to
got
just
you.
one, you can give a top 5.
I got you. Any given Sunday gridiron game.
Okay, all right.
All
Greg,
right.
what you got?
So
And replacements.
I like the program because it helped weed out America's stupid population.
That's
They
good.
were laying in the streets getting run over. And I like any movie that's going to kick Darwinism in full effect. So I'm good with that.
Okay.
No, I really am. Like, it was a good movie, but what was even better was the whole dumbass kids laying in the freeway getting hit by cars. I enjoyed that. I'm a terrible human being. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
So if you want to remove yourself from the gene pool, please do so. Don't let me stop you, or these laws, or common sense. But I do also like Any Given Sunday.
I can't not laugh at that. Like that, as fucked up as it is, it's hilarious.
So actually, The Replacements, the one with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was a big fan of that, and Necessary Roughness was another one of my favorite movies.
Necessary Roughness?
Sinbad was in that one.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
With
And Kathy Ireland.
Kathy Ireland is the kicker.
Yes.
Yes, welcome to Foot, balls. Yes. One of my favorite lines. That was a good movie. I like Necessary Roughness. That was a good
Okay. Is that all you got, or you got?
Those
any
are
more?
those are my favorite. My favorite movies. You know, Hoosiers, the classics.
Blue chips.
Oh, if you talk about fighting though, Warrior with Tom Hardy.
That was
dude,
really,
that game
was
really,
amazing.
really good
No, that-
movie.
Yo, when he fucking mauled that guy in the beginning in the gym, the dude was like, "Oh, another fucking piece of meat," and he just
just
ripped
beat the shit
he
out of him.
ripped the
Oh
soul
my
out of his
God.
asshole with a coat hanger. I was like, "Yo, that is the."
Dude.
It wasn't a coat hanger; it was a spoon. Actually, a spork of the plastic variety.
The spork is very versatile. I could see it being used to rip a soul out of an asshole. The spork is underappreciated in my opinion.
I think so too.
I agree.
Kenny, what
Totally
you got,
agree.
man?
Okay, well, we all know that I love my Boston sports teams, and there have been a few movies
Sorry to
made.
interrupt, sir. Could you hand me one of those beers there?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
So, and I always felt like the movie Fever Pitch with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore was kind of semi-autobiographical.
I have never seen that movie.
It's
Carry on.
basically about what Red Sox fans were like
Is this where they were fighting about the
pre-2004.
fucking season tickets?
Oh, he had the season tickets, and
And
like
the guy
it's-
kept like hounding him for him?
no,
Is
the
that
friend,
movie?
no, yeah,
Okay, I've seen
yeah,
it.
yeah, because he's inherited the season tickets, and he falls in love with Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Yeah, and but that was like, you know, the guy lists off his 3 main priorities: the Red Sox, sex, and breathing, in that order. That might have been me at one point.
True story.
You got any other ones, Kenny?
Well, I've always been a big fan of Miracle, the 1980 U.S. hockey team.
That was a good one.
That was a great movie.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it was a great game. Do you believe in miracles? It still gives me chills.
They beat the Russians.
Yes, comrade,
Mother
we did.
Russia.
They did.
Russians are.
And as funny as this sounds, because he's a Philly guy, always been partial to the Rocky series. Very fond
Built
of
a
it.
statue for a fictional character in Philadelphia.
That's how you know that shit was that
And
dope.
God help you if you besmirch a good statue. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
The Vikings dressing them up in Vikings gear is how they got their asses beat. Like, they take Rocky seriously. They take Rocky seriously.
Like that's if I
That's
had
like-
to, if you had to, if you asked me what was a classic
Wow.
boxing movie, I would have to go with Rocky. Really?
Yeah.
1 through 4. Didn't really dig 5 too
No,
much.
nobody did. Balboa was really good, actually.
Balboa was good.
I was
like that.
impressed.
And both Creed movies
Yeah.
were really good.
Yes.
Yes.
If I had to mention my favorite or my best sports movies of all time, I'm gonna go back to my childhood and say The Sandlot.
Ha! Yes.
Technically a sports movie.
That
More
is-
of a coming of age movie, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
definitely.
you.
Yeah, definitely coming
So
of age.
yeah, The Sandlot. I was also a fan of, and it really wasn't a sports movie, but it had a lot of sports involved. Higher Learning,
Okay. All right. How
Wait,
about
with
how do you feel
Redman?
about basketball?
basketball.
Oh, yes!
I thought that movie was fucking hilarious. Right?
Oh, it's poor excitement
Hilarious
from Marlon
comedy.
Brando's ass. I shouldn't
Mixing
drink
of
this.
like 3 sports, like 2 or 3 sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my all-time favorite sports movie would have to be. It's gotta be Any Given Sunday, easily.
No, it's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I love the behind the scenes of that, where Jamie Foxx and El Cool J were literally fighting each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
He goes, because apparently El Cool J was so
That
in
beard
character,
is
he actually
horrible.
thought he was that guy. So
The way Jamie Foxx explained that shit on that comedy special, man, that shit was,
continue being
it was great.
who you think you are. Nice.
But since we're talking about sports right now, like,
Oh,
Timmy,
did
you played.
you went over your movie yet? Your favorite sports movie?
Yeah, I did mine. Mine was
Any Given Sunday and Gridiron
Game.
Right? Yeah.
I tell you what, goddamn Gridiron Gang was probably the second movie to make me just shed a thug tear.
You look, dude. I'm a father of 3 girls, dude. I don't give a fuck anymore, dude. I can't even watch Hachi because I'll fucking fall apart. I'm not even a kid. Like Warrior, I was sitting there like,
hey,
it's dusty as fuck in this room.
Some of the movies, I'm like,
Man, when I got Rick Grimes,
Oh my god.
y'all,
you got to turn on the ceiling fan. I'm like, yo, this ceiling fan is blowing in my eyes.
Look at my wife. She's like, yeah, it's dusty as shit, man.
All right, so like, kind of off the subject and everything, but Kenny just mentioned something. Do you guys watch The Walking Dead?
Of course.
I haven't watched that shit since like season 4.
So here's where I dropped off.
When they killed Glenn?
No, not after Glenn. After Rick, quote unquote, died.
yeah.
What were you just saying?
I was just saying that, like, when I thought that Rick Grimes was dead, I was bawling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I stopped watching like 3 seasons.
but
prior.
then, you see him on the helicopter, like, you cop out motherfuckers.
Yeah, they did a lot of copping out. I mean, it's...
But see, the problem was I knew what was coming from what I'd seen in the comics.
Some would say it's better.
With
Some
the
would say it's better
Whisperers?
now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was tight.
Now, me personally, I didn't start watching The Walking Dead until Negan showed up.
Oh.
So that's me, like, that's my introduction to The Walking Dead is him beating people's fucking.
You can
brains.
breathe, you can blink, you can cry. You're all gonna be crying. Well, actually, my favorite line to his is, "Well, excuse the shit out of my goddamn French." Anyway, he's a quote machine.
All right, so carrying on.
Well-written characters tend to be quote machines.
Now, we just talked about our favorite sports movies of all time. We've all played sports of some variety throughout the years. Or coached.
Correct.
My question to you guys is, what do you think is some of the best game time hype music? Like, what do you listen to before you go out there and
Jock jams?
play a game?
Oh, before
I almost threw my fucking microphone at you.
So, no, you know what, man? Look, so, all right, I haven't played football or any real sports in a while, though, right? So, I'm gonna say right now, I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. If I listen to Annie Up, I'm absolutely destroying everything in my path, dude. Like, I'm listening to, driving my daughter to work. Annie Up comes on, shit's going everywhere. Fucking sitting at my desk doing fucking spreadsheets. Annie Up comes on, yo, I'm fucking trashing my desk. Shit is going down.
I'm flipping this fucking desk.
Fuck this desk. Fucking grabbing them coworkers, shake the fuck out of them and shit. Annie Up. It's in my headphones. Nobody else can hear it. It's fucking crazy. But this is happening. But here's one that you probably wouldn't expect.
Celine Dion.
Oh Fortuna.
What?
Oh Fortuna. It's the every time they do the demonic
Yeah. I've sampled that before.
Yeah, man. Look, I'll be in the gym and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking press all this goddamn weight. This classical shit.
Like, I'm about
Yeah,
to
yeah.
I'm about to lift the I'll be classy as
Feel like a
fuck.
fucking gladiator. God damn it.
Let's press this 350 knee. Classy as
Sparta.
fuck. Seriously,
What you
yo,
got?
that shit. When that shit drops, that shit is bomb.
All right. That right there, I've listened to that in the gym and it's actually pumped me the fuck up. But you can't go wrong with the goddamn Dreams and Nightmares intro by Meek Mill.
I agree.
Dog.
I agree.
Dog.
That should have had you out there beating everybody.
I'm telling you right now.
And don't go into the game after you already had like some pre-workout or some shit.
Dude, I'm
That's
turning
about
into
that.
Super Saiyan Brawly, dude. I'm telling you.
Kenny, what you got?
Okay, so I have separate playlists for when I get hyped up to watch my teams.
Okay.
So
wait a minute. This man said he gets hyped up to watch his team. Apparently, I'm fucking up as a fan.
I'm saying I'm fucking up. I just turned the
He's
TV
a
on.
Boston sports fan. He's from New England. This is what they do. They get hyped up off Gansett and fucking party music, and then they swear at the fucking black players. That's what they do. I'm kidding. Not kidding. Not kidding.
All right, Kenny. What you got?
Pop the car in the park.
I'm kidding.
Fuck you, you fucker.
I pop the car.
What you do?
I bet you think you're wicked smart right now, don't you, you fucker?
Yeah.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah, dude.
Unapologetically New England.
There it is.
He meant that shit when he said it.
Yeah, I was born in Rhode Island, bitch.
Straight out of New England.
All right, Kenny, what you got?
All right. So, but seriously, if you get me started with a little "Dream On" by Aerosmith, you know.
Oh no, that's yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Then you
It's like
move
a
in
white
little
man's
bit of
anthem,
a-
bro.
Depending on what I'm watching, if I'm watching the Bruins, you got to get me with a little "Boys Are Back" from the Dropkick Murphys. It's or Volbeat, the Warriors call. It's just
He
like,
went straight old school.
Yeah, dude,
dude.
Dropkick
I like it,
Murphys
man.
are
Go ahead.
huge in
up.
that area, man.
oh, dude, they're Boston guys.
Yeah, they're Boston, Irish Boston
Yeah.
guys. They love them up there. I was in Rhode Island, Dropkick Murphys. I didn't heard of these motherfuckers before I got to Rhode Island.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't even heard of these motherfuckers. Who the fuck Dropkick? You see the TV, these fucking Irish guys. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and not only that, they have, except for the Celtics, I think, written a song for every team.
So,
Actually, no, they haven't written one for the Pats either.
what's taking so long?
They've written songs for the Red Sox and the Bruins though.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, they've written 2 songs. Well, then there's that shipping up to Boston, and you're just like pointing in the direction of the person that needs to get hit.
Set amps on fire and shit. No, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah, but no,
River dancing on the fucking speakers.
you know,
I love that we put this show together. I just want to put that out there.
River dancing on the speakers.
but then you know what really gets me hyped the most?
what's up?
"We Are the Champions" by Queen.
Oh my god.
Because I consider it a challenge before all human race, and I never lose.
Except that one time a couple years ago.
Or last week,
like
this month.
Who was it? Who was it, Dirk?
It was the Eagles that beat them recently, but the Rams didn't. So I got to give them that. The Rams didn't show up.
Well,
At all.
I know
I
why.
actually have some pretty refined takes when it comes to that.
Yeah, well, and I also.
those takes later.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I will rehash my Patriots Rams takes because I believe they are noteworthy.
Well, all right.
All right, so I got quite a few songs, but I got one that's pretty recent
What,
that
what makes you tip over cars?
It kind of makes my blood boil, get it pumping a little bit.
Yeah.
Logic's "I Am the Greatest."
It's a good song. Logic. I like Logic, man. I like Logic.
"I Am the Greatest" makes me feel like I could walk outside. Matter of fact, it makes me feel like I could walk on fucking Muscle Beach or whatever the fuck it is out
Just
in
flex on
California,
everybody
and
else.
just flex on
Y'all ain't shit.
And I'm not exactly a very big person, nor am I a very small person. But I feel like if that shit played at the right time, I'm going outside and whooping everybody's ass.
I'm flexing my
They
chest.
catch your hands.
I don't think he probably had it coming. You did him a favor.
Hey, sometimes it be like that sometimes.
It does.
Come on,
Yeah.
catch a random ass whooping.
Somebody
Make-
needs to
reassess your
get
life.
these hands, you know?
Not your hand's gonna get caught.
Hey, nice
Yeah.
Brian
Yeah.
Strowman reference. I feel you. I feel you.
I'm all about that
I
pop
dig
culture
it.
subtlety here.
All right, so let's slow it down a little bit, Jess. Like there's something that
I don't
like
think
to talk
that's.
about
I don't think
because-
that's a thing.
because we have a soon-to-be father in the room.
Mm-hmm.
We have a guy in the room who is the father of 3 daughters.
I just graduated one from high school.
Dang.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm an old dude. I'm fucking old dude.
I don't
They
have
say-
any kids,
here-
but I'm older, so.
Here's the thing. They say that because I'm gonna have a daughter in November.
Yeah, congratulations.
They say thank you. They say that the moment that you blink, she's already 18. It goes by so fast.
So yes and no. The first year is forever because they don't especially the first 6 months they don't sleep regularly, right? So so you're fucking wore out, right? Then once they start running around, you gotta chase the shit out of them because they're gonna run, they're gonna do shit, right? So, but ultimately in the grand scheme, you're right. You find yourself looking at this young lady going and doing great things, and you remember holding her in one hand as an infant. As a newborn.
Yeah.
You remember, you're looking at where they are now, and you remember the very first time you saw her. And it's you can't help but do that as a parent.
Something that really stuck out to me this week, and I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and they were talking about how having a child really really puts things in perspective for you to where you're unselfish. All your selflessness just goes out the window.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So what that normally starts happening when you see them emulate things that you do, right? Because you're not really conscious of the shit you do until you see your child do it, right? So I'm in the car, I'm listening to Ludacris, one of his albums where the hook is "Make Love to Me" and the other side is "Fuck Me" and shit, right?
That would
And
be
then,
Blueberry
Splash
Waterfalls.
Yes, Splash Waterfalls, right? And then I hear my little girl say, "Fuck me," and I'm like, we're done listening to this shit. Right? So she's just parroting what she's hearing. And I'm like, well, fuck, so I gotta be careful of the shit that I'm consuming around her because while I'm an adult, I know not to just randomly say fuck me.
Right.
She's a toddler and she does it. And she's at the stage of her life where she's starting to mimic. So
Absolutely.
I have to change the shit that I'm listening to, which means I got to change what I'm doing because I don't want her. I don't want this
Picking
to
up
define
on
her.
that.
I don't want, yeah, so you do change, but it normally happens once you see them doing it. Once they start to mirror you, because they're going to mirror you and your spouse. They're gonna pick up behind their parents. I mean, they're gonna have their own personalities and shit. Trust me, that's gonna happen. But they are gonna take after you too. And while you'll sacrifice more by default because you're a parent, you won't change your behavior too much until you see that. And you be like, I have to change these things about myself because I need to be the person that I want them to be or to be with.
Yeah.
So that's what you do.
That's what I kind of instill as a man. Like, you know what I mean? I want my daughter to understand that I want them, whenever they do turn 18, you know, I want them to look for a man that how I treat their mother is what I want to instill in them.
So that's the best piece of advice I can give any couple is that even after you have children, the primary focus of a spouse is the other spouse, right? So yeah, the kid's important, but you're going to provide that child attention, love, and affection, and clothing and food. You're going to do those things by default. But the one thing that you absolutely have to show them that you can't think about is how to treat their mate. And the only way to do that is to simply make your mate the priority because your kid's going to grow up, your kid's going to leave. That's what they're supposed to do, right? And if you split your time raising this child without paying attention to your spouse, you're going to find out the two of you have grown apart. This is why you see couples divorce up to 20, 25 years. It's not because they had irreconcilable differences. It's because they stopped paying attention to each other. They used the kids as a distraction, and when they finally had to look at each other when the kids left, they realized they didn't like the person. They grew apart.
Yeah.
They just grew apart, and it was time to move on. And so yeah, they wasted the prime years of their lives, and instead of cherishing each other, they simply focused all their attention on the children. You just can't do that.
See, me and my
Good
wife.
dialogue, man. I'm glad we're actually talking about
My
it.
wife and I, we've been together for almost 9 years now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We've been married for going on 3 years now.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you. And
I was there.
New Orleans, baby. We from New Orleans, baby.
Is there a
baby.
second line?
We had yes.
Come
there
on,
was
man,
a
that
parade.
ain't
I remember Hannibal Buress talking about parades, and it was really funny. And I just wanted to
That's the only way to do it.
Second line walk through.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's what I'm
Here's the
talking
funny
about.
thing.
Nice.
So
Here's the
dope.
funny thing. Okay, I'm from here. I'm from Virginia. Okay, my wife is from New Orleans. Okay, she didn't tell me that the second line plays an extended time. So when they stopped playing, I thought that was the end of it. Fuck no. They started over,
Nice.
and I had to dance again.
Nice.
That man was so wiped out at the
I
end.
was wiped out, bro.
Damn.
But what I really wanted to ask you is as a man, like whenever you had your first daughter, right? Was it always like they say that whenever you have a daughter, she always going to be a daddy's girl? Like, does she always gravitate? Like, did your first daughter gravitate to you as soon as she came?
Good question.
You know, honestly, it's real hard. I mean, you're always gonna have a spot in your child's heart as a parent, right? It's where that spot is. Right? The girls do tend to gravitate towards their father, and the boys do tend to gravitate towards their moms, right? But I wanted to be really involved from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to. The only thing I wouldn't do was give her a bath when she was really little because I was scared I was gonna break her because my hands are big and stupid and I snap lung nuts and shit. So I was really concerned about that. So for the first few weeks, I'm gonna give her a bath, but everything else, feeding, diaper, naps, the whole shit, I did all that shit, right? So my wife would be fucking wiped out tired. Baby, she was cocky as fuck. She was whiny. She didn't want to sleep. So I had to swallow her just right and rock her just right. And I'm doing all this because I need my wife to rest.
Yeah.
Because she's nursing, so she needs to rest too. So maybe at that point, you know, there's a bond. But really, all she ever really wanted once she started moving around was a high five. It was approval. You know, that's like the biggest thing you can give your child is acknowledgement and approval. And that means that's why you see these kids acting like
You're doing a
assholes.
good job.
Because they don't get it regularly, so the only way they get attention is to act like an asshole. But if you give it to them when they're doing, you pay attention to them, you don't have a problem. So, is she a daddy's girl? I mean, I hold a place.
Yeah.
Right? And I cherish the place that I hold for all three of my children. But I don't know if I am like, you know, she's 17, dude. She's got her friends and shit. it's really hard to try to quantify like where I fit and all that. You know, I'm dad. I'm there to provide answers. I'm there to provide support. You know, the whole thing. My wife does the same thing though.
That's a good thing that you say that. Your daughter is 17.
Yeah, my oldest is 17.
So your oldest is 17. So she's older.
Yeah.
So how do you is she in sports?
She was.
So she was in sports. So how do you, as a father, kind of I don't want to say like push her for say when she's playing sports, you know, do you say when you're disappointed in her, how do you go about that?
You just be honest. I mean,
because at the same time you still have to deal with, you know, feelings that, you know, that the teenager hasn't felt before.
So there's only one question you need to ask your child, right, before you cross into crazy fucking sports parent is, did you do your best?
Yeah.
Right. That's the only question you should ask. If your kids have to understand that they need to do their best, and sometimes their best won't be good enough, and they need to understand that and need to know how to deal with.
Do you believe in participation trophies?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I
think that's what I was.
I think that you need to acknowledge a child's effort, but you don't need to fucking unity trophy for that. You can just, you know, if they played their asses off and they lost, it's okay to take them for ice cream. Tell them it's okay. Talk to them about the game and shit, or just not talk to them because they're pissed. Just support them. What I've seen the parents that lose their shit because their kids fucking underperforming. I've seen them unravel. I've seen them yell at 4 and 5-year-old children who were playing their first sport ever, who didn't know the rules, and they're losing their shit. And they're like, that child is fucking terrified.
See,
now.
I don't never want to get to that.
I'm
not that kind of person.
You let the coaches coach.
Yeah.
You sit the fuck back and you realize that no one's getting paid. And you let your child be a child and have fun. And if they show an aptitude to the sport, they'll gravitate towards it. They're going to want to do it because they're good at it.
Yeah.
Or maybe not because they want to do some other shit. Either way, you just got to support them. Kids are going to do, they're going to be fucking soccer prodigies and say, fuck it, I'm playing baseball, and say, fuck it, I want to play the violin.
I think
Just support that shit.
That's what I've gravitated to, is just literally just being full-fledged support and just because even my wife.
It's okay to challenge what they want to do, ask them why they're doing some shit, but at the end of the day, forcing a child to do something they don't want to do is just going to make them resent it and hate it. They'll be really good at it, and they will fucking won't do it. Like Todd Maranovich was his name, remember that guy?
Yeah.
All right, so this guy was a fucking prodigy. His dad controlled every aspect of his fucking life. The second he got out of the nest, he lost his fucking mind. The second he got paid. Right? Once he was out of his dad's house, he drugs, women, booze, whole shit. Fucking first round pick, wasted.
It sounds good.
I mean, but his dad regimented every aspect of his life. His dad controlled every aspect of his life from fucking childhood through college into the pros. And once he was cut loose, since he had no personal growth, he only grew as an athlete. He didn't grow as a person. He wasn't allowed to fail. None of these things. He lost. He went ape shit. So do you want that?
No.
Yeah, you succeeded in getting your child drafted, fucking by the Raiders and shit. But where's your kid now? Your kid's fucking.
It's kind of like It's kind of like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Same situation.
The Jacksons.
Jacksons.
So there's a line to where it crosses from being supportive to being a fucking crazy motherfucker, man. You just gotta understand that, you know, maybe your kid's not good at this. You know, and maybe they just need to be out there so they can run around and sweat and be with their friends. And maybe that's really all they need.
Just have fun.
And just have fun. Maybe, you know, they do some cool shit, you high five them, and that makes their fucking day. Like, you don't understand the power of a high five, man.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because I coached football in 11th and, not 11th and 12th graders, but I think they were 6th and 7th graders, so they were 11, 12 years old. Yeah, they were little kids. Yeah. And the power of a high five.
Fucking hell yeah.
Dude, pat them on the back.
You're just acknowledging their effort.
Dude, I know adults who love high fives.
It's amazing what you do.
Oh, God, yeah. Come on.
It's a good foot.
Come on.
Elbow.
It's a good
got that.
That's good.
See, yeah, man, the power of a high five right there.
Yeah, it's everything, man. Like everybody wants.
I think
to feel
that
like
power
that.
registered on this podcast.
I certainly did. I heard it over here.
But
I think they heard that in Sheboygan.
Everyone wants to feel like what they're doing is appreciated by someone. And especially with small children, like a high five just lets them know, hey, I did a good job.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like mommy or daddy or coach or whoever it is, they appreciate what I've just done.
Acknowledge my efforts. That's all they want is just an acknowledgement. That's how you keep them engaged. That's how you keep them healthy and happy. You acknowledge your efforts. You acknowledge when they fuck up. You just pay them the attention and you give them the proper feedback. You'll find the balance you need with your child. Different people have different things that motivate them, not just for children. Some kids, the yelling at them won't get it done for them. Just let them know, hey, pick your head up. You'll be all right. Fucking, you know what you got to do. or hey, you need to change this if you want to do this. They'll listen. You have to pay attention to your child and understand what motivates them in order to do it. It's the same thing as a coach. You got to know what motivates the kids.
Yeah.
Because they're different little people. They're little people. They're all different. So you have to acknowledge their uniqueness.
And they're still in the learning process of life.
But their temperament, their temperament and personalities are set.
Yeah.
So who they are is basically being set right now. Mm-hmm. So you have to understand where they are and
if they being set right now, I'll tell you what, my daughter's stubborn.
Well,
because I tell you what, look, we just went in to do the ultrasound and the doctor was trying to take pictures of her and she was like, nope. So she was dodging that shit like Ali.
My first one wouldn't stop moving at all. Like she was running in the womb, and so they were like, we don't know, I think it's a boy. And it's like, okay. And the nurse was like, oh, this is normal. That fucking nurse lied to me. It's not normal. Because the second one was like, fuck off. And she just turned her back. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a girl, hamburger butt. And I'm like, okay. And the little one,
Wait, did you just say hamburger butt?
That's what they call it. Hot dog and hamburger bun and hot dog. When they check the ultrasound, they're checking the leg. You see hamburger bun, that's a girl. You see hot dog, that's a boy.
Yeah.
So the oldest one couldn't figure it out because she wouldn't hold still. The middle one just turned her back on the fucking ultrasound thing and was like,
so it's like Bart Simpson mooning.
She's been who she is since before she was born.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's goddamn savage.
Right,
the baby,
she's a savage.
The baby, we found out she was a girl immediately, and it was like, okay, well, there's that. So we're done making babies. So
my daughter's gonna be a savage, dude.
But, just remember, she wants to fucking play with dolls and shit. Give her dolls and teddy bears. She wants to play fucking soccer. Let her play soccer. She wants to build shit. Let her build shit. She wants to help you with the car. Let her help you with the car. Don't pigeonhole your kids into doing.
It's all about her interests.
Yeah, because you'll find out that you'll hear of these young ladies who are absolutely brilliant in one thing or the other, and then they're being pushed into another field because that's not.
I'd never do some stuff like that, man.
You'll be surprised, and the world's going to do it. And your daughter needs to know the world is going to try to push her into something because she's a girl, and need to fucking teach her and make her resilient toward that because they're going to say, well, this is not what girls are supposed to do. Fuck that. You go do what the fuck you're good at.
Damn,
I like that.
If you're
fucking
right.
I love that you
give them the room to be who they're meant to be.
Seriously, dude. Seriously, just support her.
Yep.
Like, the girls don't play football. Fuck you, my daughter plays football.
That video that you showed me, was that your daughter?
Yes, my oldest.
That's
a 308. That's not a 556.
308. And let me tell you, she was handling that rifle like a damn sniper.
It is the first time she's been on that rifle.
Let me tell you something.
She's
Hold
a
on.
natural.
Wait a minute. Couldn't tell.
Yeah, she's. You teach your children what you know, regardless of the gender.
Yes.
That's your legacy is them. That's your legacy.
Now, is that the first time she shot?
No.
Okay,
I've been
okay.
teaching. I'm a fucking sharpshooter, so
I'm good from about 55
go ahead and
right
pat
now.
yourself on the back. Like,
Reach up.
No, dude, I can shoot, so I can teach. I've taught people how to shoot trap, pistols, rifles. The shotgun was the hardest transition because it's slow.
Yeah.
But it's the same process every time, and it's teaching the process and how to control yourself. That's the hardest thing because when you miss, you get pissed off, right?
Oh yeah.
And when you get pissed off, you miss more, right? It puts you into that feedback a little bit, getting pissed and missing, and how to break that.
Oh, good lord! When I was on the boot camp, when I was on the range in boot camp, I had eight missed shots in a row because I didn't realize that I needed to stop and look at my dope. Like I sailed over.
You didn't adjust. You're shooting over the target.
Yeah, it was at 8. It was 8/3, but it was at the highest setting.
Oh wow! That's
I was clear sailing it, and it was like you just lost your mind, didn't you?
No impact, no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was so pissed. Like, oh, I know I lined that up perfectly.
So yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I take them out, right? I'm at the supermarket and be like, oh, you have daughters? I got 3 daughters. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, what the fuck you sorry for? My wife used to get pissed. My wife would genuinely be offended. But like, girls are awesome. Like, I know girls are awesome. But these folks look at girls as expensive headaches. They're expensive. You got to worry about them. Like, you don't worry about your son. Like, to be real with you, your son's just as much danger as a fucking daughter. Don't act like they ain't snatching boys out the street too. Yeah. Your son's in danger too, man. You need to take care of your kids. Like, it doesn't. They're all pains in the ass. As a kid, they're a pain in the ass. That's what they're fucking supposed to do.
They're your little broke best friends.
They're your little fucking best friends. We never have any fucking money, and never can do anything else. But you made them, so fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Life for Daughters is fun. It's fun, interesting,
good stuff.
A lot of hair.
Look forward to.
A lot of fucking hair.
Yeah.
I needed all of that.
A lot of fucking hair everywhere. But yeah.
Shit, you see my shit. Used to it.
Yeah, word. Pull a fucking 2 foot long hair out of my fucking shirt. Whose hair is this? Oh, this is the middle one's hair. It's brown.
That's actually really funny.
So, what else do we have on the schedule to get out?
This is where we kick it over to Dirt Diggler's.
Is it time for the shitty sports moments?
It is fucking time.
All right.
Oh wow! Hey.
Yeah. So we have on the Shitty Sports Show, we have a bit of a schedule ourselves. Right? We have our own schedule. Right, where we do our hometown happenings. We talk about what's going on in our respective sports cities. Today we're going to go over the NBA Finals and the NHL Stanley Cup Finals.
Which we'll probably spend all 3 seconds on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that's all that needs to be spent on it because
we need to talk about this because it sucks for everyone.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I have a solution right now.
What's that?
What's that?
All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and kick off the NHL now.
Well, hold on.
right.
We got to go with the rest of your schedule. Yeah.
Okay.
We have our shitty beer of the week, and let me tell you, I'm looking at this fucking can.
It looks pretty shitty.
And I'm not excited about this.
It's got a fucking flamingo on it.
Shitty beer all day.
You know, the new Belgian passion fruit Kolsch is shitty just because it tastes bad, but this category 5 Hurricane malt liquor is a different kind of shitty, bro.
Check this shit out. I actually prefer the category 5 over this.
I find myself wanting the category
passion
5
fruit.
as well. I do.
I know.
But then after
you should have seen his eyes when we found it in the
I was
store.
at a kid candy store, bro.
Oh yeah.
It was
fucking Christmas
excited.
morning.
I was excited. I was like,
But we found something shittier.
we found something shittier.
Yeah.
And then after that, what do you want to put in between that and the shitty hot take? What other?
Because we've already done dumb military stories.
We already done military stories, right?
I had to kick this off.
We don't have a D2 to throw in there.
No.
No. So I mean, we don't really have
Free agency.
We can talk about NBA free. We can speculate about what's going to happen in free agency because this year has got some pretty interesting things. So yeah, after the shitty beer of the week, we'll do NBA free agency, and then we'll do our shitty take of the week, where we have the most inexplicably shitty and improbable take you can think of, which we've gotten right several times, much to my chagrin.
Damn it.
And then we'll get into
We're not shitty enough.
Not shitty enough.
We need to get shittier.
AD to LA. We fucking prophesized that shit 2 years ago.
Yeah, we did.
As a rumor. Like, I want to start a rumor.
Really?
AD to the Celtics or Lakers. Yes. You go back 2 seasons ago, I seriously said, I want to start a rumor.
Well, it makes sense. It really makes sense because now it kind of like, what's up?
That's the thing, though. Like,
They're not supposed to come true.
It's not supposed to come true.
Oh,
Like,
so
it's
that's
supposed
to be the shittiest,
That's why
most
it's called
off the
a
wall.
shitty hot take. Like, it's just not supposed.
It's supposed to be improbable.
Well, are you, Dirt Diggler, shitty sports show analysis, or are you Nostradamus?
So that's the problem, right? You want less Nostradamus, more of that's impossible yet hilarious. Like, we want Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless level takes, to where like you just go, what the fuck is this guy talking about? That's fucking dumb.
Nah, it's got to be way
then
worse
it happens.
than those two.
Because at the time, AD was happy in New Orleans. We saw no indication he would ever be traded. Now here we are.
Well, that was at the time that you made this.
Honestly, we figured a couple of years from now, and a small
would
market
re-up.
team with no room for a supermax player.
Well, we didn't see him get
delicious.
traded. I'm glad you like it because none of us do.
Pardon me, Jim, but I was just about to comment on this passion fruit beer.
I felt like
don't ever bring this shit here again.
I felt like it kind of livens me up a little bit.
I'm glad
I dig it.
It's making
Well,
me
here's the
sad as
thing.
fuck.
It may
satisfied.
just be my drunk ass palate because I'm already two
had
hurricanes
two
in.
hurricanes, bro.
So it could be just the fact that I'm pretty fucked up.
So all right.
But I mean, you're at home, so like,
You don't got to drive nowhere.
Yeah, you just have to walk.
He's good. So let's get into our hometown happenings, shall we,
do it.
gentlemen? All right. So
We'll go Philly first.
Philly, the Sixers watched the NBA championship from the couch due to a quadruple doink from the hand of the NBA champion Claw.
Well, serves her right for
Don't
constantly
feel so
bringing
bad
up
about
the double
double
doink.
anymore.
The double doink was so heartbreaking, but I'm pretty sure we won't be watching the quadruple doink every day after practice. That just doesn't sound healthy. We're talking about that. But,
Yeah. Well, hey.
But hey, look, I'm
Look
not
at
gonna
his
lie.
face,
Look, sometimes there's a play that's so fucking good, you can't help but go, well, fuck, man.
Respect.
Shit. I mean, fuck, man. You shot over Joel Embiid with Ben Simmons in trail, two top-notch defenders on the perimeter. You deserve to win,
dude. That bounce, And here's the thing: that picture, somebody needs to pay that photographer
That's-
millions of dollars for that.
That
picture.
was a monumental shot. I can't be mad about.
That was
A game 7 buzzer beater.
Respect. The Flyers watched the NHL championship from the couch. They didn't make the playoffs. It fucking sucks. The Phillies have lost 14 of the last 15 games, and I believe they just dropped 3 straight to the Nationals, which is not good. Bats have gone cold in Philly. One of these games ended 15-1, and I was like, ooh. So the question that never gets old is: it better to get your ass blown out or lose close game? And
You know what? I'll tell you exactly how I feel.
I think you can mentally check out of a blowout. Just go
Exactly.
all right, and start doing damage control. But if you in it to the end,
Well, no. I'll throw you the worst scenario for a blowout: a Game 7 blowout.
oh, is that
Yeah.
is that something that happened recently? Are we going to get to that later?
Yeah, give me.
Okay, I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Does somebody feel a certain way about that?
Someone definitely is reacting a certain way about that.
Hey, look, just
Does it make you? Well, you know what, I-
express your feelings.
Hold on, gentlemen. The question we need to ask is, Kenny, do you need a hug? Because we're here for you.
You know what?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, we can kumbaya this shit up.
You know what? I'm glad you're enjoying your Boston Freude over there.
I am enjoying the Boston Freud, but
it's
I
a
can't have
Boston failures level of Schadenfreude.
Yes, because they definitely were counting the championships before they got it.
Look, all I want to say is, Kenny, are you okay?
Yes.
Kenny, are you okay?
Are you okay,
Ken?
Andy, okay? Are you okay?
I'm glad that
You've been
everybody
hit
called.
by. You've been
Such an amazing show.
That was an
Enjoyed it
amazing,
so
but no.
much.
So right
a
now,
smooth criminal.
because we don't really have a dedicated football segment today because there's really nothing going on.
No,
in football until camp kicks
and
off.
we'll get to why your division sucks next
But
month.
once camp kicks off,
Hey,
we'll be doing
wait a minute.
why your division sucks. Have you not heard the why your division sucks?
Yeah, they
We break
run through
down
every division and just
every team.
ransack everybody.
Okay.
And
And,
we
and-
ransack
and
everybody.
what we need to do, we need to bring back the segment where we pick one team from each division and just roast the fucking shit out of them.
Well, we definitely need to do a team roast for every division. The worst team gets roasted.
Hey, when y'all do that, I want to be a part of that.
Look,
Okay,
You
man.
can do that shit today if you want to.
No, because
Okay,
that's
okay.
that.
You got to do it during the season.
No, that script takes a minute to write.
It does.
You
Because we
gotta
gotta, well, and the thing that's the hardest about that is writing it so that we're not pulling historical biases, but actual relevant to this
Makes sense.
season stuff.
Right, because first you roast the division as a whole. Like the
Yeah.
AFC East gets roasted because the AFC East as a whole
Can't
fucking
beat the
sucks.
Patriots.
With
But
the
the-
exception of the Patriots.
But the Patriots are great. So the division as a
course.
whole is shit.
They're going to be in the
But the
playoffs
Patriots are
every
great.
year.
Right, so you roast the division for being unable to stop the Patriots.
Yeah.
But then you roast each and every team in there, to include
Yeah.
the Patriots.
yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
there's not a lot of Eagle news going on right now. You know, camp is waiting to come in. They're just doing their little fluff pieces.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing their hype videos and shit.
How you feel about Zach Brown?
I don't feel about Zach Brown. I don't have an opinion on any player until the season kicks off because I've seen too many motherfucking stellar performers die in camp.
From
Having sorry to hear about that, but having
I'm not, but go.
having played against him, he's been a pain in my ass for a long time.
He's a pretty good player.
But does that mean we're getting that version of him?
That is true.
I don't fucking know, right?
is
so
true.
so
See him on the field.
that end I've just seen too many seasons end before the first preseason game. So I
Yeah.
can't.
Well,
And then you have scheme fits.
Well,
like
it's
Patrick
like-
Chung, right? We fucking trade for Patrick Chung from the Patriots, and he's a shit sandwich. And then he goes back to New England, and he's a fucking all-star again. And you're like, yo, what
It
the
was
fuck?
the
What the
system.
fuck is this? And it's the system, right? So Zach Brown might be an outstanding linebacker and athlete, and he might not fit in our system at all.
Same situation. How do you feel about getting Deshaun Jackson back?
I'm pretty excited about that. Here's why.
I was excited for Deshaun Jackson.
Listen, bro, he's got a fucking stud throwing him the ball. He's got weapons. He's in the most stacked passing game he's ever been in. 2 top-tier tight ends,
Oh,
Alshon
man.
Jeffrey, Arcega-Whiteside.
Do you put him in one or the two?
Doesn't matter.
I put him in the slot.
Put him in the slot.
Nobody can fucking beat him
So
because
here's-
either the linebacker has to come down or the safety.
So here's what you do, right? You take him and Aguilar and you have them run crossing routes. You have them run rubs.
All day.
You have them run rubs,
All
right?
day.
Because they're either
Wait.
if they're running the zone, it's going to split the zone. But that's a football take, and I
Yeah.
won't do too much of that until we get out of camp because I don't know if either one of those guys are going to be available.
Right.
So I don't like
Yeah.
to go speculate until I know who's going to play because
Right.
Deshaun Jackson could fucking cross street right now and burst into flames, and I'm like, well, fuck.
So it's like,
Well, fuck.
Like, how do I feel about the Patriots getting Jamie Collins back? Does he make the 53-man roster?
Does he make the roster?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Does he survive camp?
That's what I mean.
Does he survive
I will
camp?
wait until we're down to the 53-man roster.
So we do our wide division sucks where we talk about the acquisition, things like that, right? And we do a little speculation. But we don't actually get into the full takes until the season starts.
Yeah.
As we start seeing people live, because we lost fucking Mike Wallace in the second game of the season.
Yeah. So is that horrific injury to Ronald Darby in Game 1? Oh. yeah.
God, that was such a nasty fucking injury.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
He's a little bit
you
of a
can
scumbag,
speculate
man.
all you want. Your season can change in the first quarter of the first
That
game.
is true. That is true. Look at. I mean, dude, we were positive with Alex Smith.
So just to let you know, we bleep that word because we don't do racial slurs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's true.
So we've
That's
gone,
true.
we've gone from a straight.
So Washington. So
We call them WAS team, the Washington Professional Football Players, the
DC professional football persons.
Potomac Drainage Basin Indigenous Persons. Dan Snyder's team, those fuckers that play in Landover. I mean, there's a few names we use for them.
Wade's team, did you already mention?
WAS team, yeah, we WAS team.
Here's the thing.
the
Here's my
PG
thing.
County,
WAS team, yes.
the PG County professional football team.
Here's what I've always said about it. So Dan Snyder owns the rights to the name Warriors because he was going to bring an arena football team to this area.
But they were the Warriors before that, though, I believe, in Boston.
Braves.
Braves, okay.
Braves. Fucking change the name.
So Dan Snyder won't change the name because Dan Snyder won't be told what to do.
No.
He's an evil little man.
I actually like the idea of the Washington Warriors.
I love it. It
only
has a
makes
ring to
fucking
it.
sense, right? It only fucking makes sense.
Change the fucking emblem to goddamn Spartan mast. That's what I'm saying.
So here's the deal, right? You could do a Washington team overhaul where you have like a D&D cast, right? You got the Warriors, right? You got the fucking Wizards. You got the Mystics. You can make the Capitals some other shit like the fucking, I don't know,
Maj.
no, not the Mages.
I just leave them alone.
Who are the ones that play the fucking bards? Can do the bards or some shit. You know, Washington Bards, you know, they can do cosplay all fucking season. I don't know. But there's potential there. You just got to market it right. Dan Snyder, fun Dan Snyder story. He got a person from U.S. Parks fired for not letting him cut down trees on federal land that were blocking his view of the river. He's an absolute piece of shit. And I hope nothing but bad things happen to your team as long as he owns it. And I hope he lives forever.
Calm down.
He says the same thing about Jerry
Did you
Jones.
say you hope he lives forever?
I do, because he can continue ruining that team, which means that they will never win another Super Bowl.
Well played, well played.
It's all about strategy, man. You got to strategize.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, so that's what's going on in Philly right now. There's not a whole lot. This is the deadest of dead for sports. We're in like a quarter of the way through the 2,000 game baseball season.
We're almost halfway through.
It's 2,000 games. How close could we be, really?
162.
Same difference.
But anyway,
Kenny,
you know.
what you got for your hometown happenings? Then we'll bounce off the other corners.
Okay, so the Celtics did the draft thing on Thursday night, and they had 3 first-rounders, one of which was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers.
I don't know how I feel about that because when you trade with the Celtics or Lakers, it typically doesn't work out for the other team.
You know, and then they traded the first-round pick they got from Philly to Phoenix, I believe.
Oh, Phoenix is fucking screwed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know how to feel about.
I don't even know who this person is, but they're fucking hosed.
I don't know how to feel about Langford and
Watch you fuck around
Grant
and win Rookie of
Williams.
the Year.
No, he's
I
in
think-
Phoenix. They ain't winning shit.
Yeah. So, but you know, the Celtics drafted Romeo Langford from Indiana. They drafted Grant Williams from Tennessee, and then Carson Edwards from Purdue. Who, if you had him at Purdue in your bracket pool, you saw that motherfucker shoot up a lot of why was he shooting that kind of shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have that to look forward to. You know, apparently one of them is going to replace Kyrie, who has declared his intention to leave Boston. And when he did so, he called a local Boston sports radio show.
Posing
As a fan named Mikey from Wildale. Posing as Mikey from Wildale, he said, "You know what?
This fucking
It's so true."
I told him about it in the car on the way up here. I'm like, do you know Kyrie Irving called into a radio station?
He called Zolak and Zolak and Bertrand on the 98.5 Sports Hub, and he's sitting there saying like Celtics fans deserve it because they didn't appreciate a player of Kyrie's caliber, and that he will be happier in greener pastures, pun intended. And he's moving on to Brooklyn, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
So what's funny?
Why though?
So no
Money.
What's funny about this? is like, so we're driving up. I tell Kenny about, like, did you hear about this? And he's like, what? So he fucking pulls his phone out and goes through it. He clicks on, what are the two hosts' names?
Zolak and Bertrand.
They're rehashing it. Because
Yeah.
they're like, yo.
Did you know live that this was him?
We're hearing that people believe this was Kyrie, so let's go over this shit again. And they listen to it and go, that's fucking Kyrie. I can't believe I didn't.
Yes!
I can't believe I didn't hear that the first fucking time. That's
compare
fucking
the
Kyrie.
audio side by side.
And so they're going back and forth, right? Yeah, it's Kyrie, it's not Kyrie. Right? The two hosts have to split this, and they're going back and forth, right? So they do back-to-back audio. Kyrie in the interview, the phone call, and it's like, yo, that's fucking Kyrie.
That was
That's
Kyrie
fucking
Irving.
Kyrie Irving. I
No
called him.
shit.
And
Yeah.
so they're like, I can't believe I did that.
I mean,
pick up on
and
that
I think
live.
it's
should have heard that
hilarious.
shit live.
Yo, that is fucking funny.
Like, seriously, he is going to New York City. Like, he's going to play for the Brooklyn Nets.
What
I'm
here-
sorry, you thought the Boston sports media was bad? They're going to eat him alive
what the
in New
fuck?
York.
Well, my thing is what do you do with D'Lo? D'Angelo.
Oh, D'Angelo Russell. Yeah.
Look, man.
I don't know.
Why?
I
You
don't
put
know.
D'Angelo Russell into a shooting guard position, or you put Kyrie into a shooting guard position.
It
Yeah.
ain't happening.
Same
He
thing.
already said if Kyrie comes here, trade me. He
Well-
already said he's not playing.
All right, cool.
All right, fine. Well,
I mean,
that's
Detroit's
just-
not known to be
I wouldn't want to
functional.
bounce too.
Fuck no. Yeah, fuck no.
So
So, yeah.
I
But,
can't. I
He
can't-
proved himself
I can't
this year.
express. I can't express the joy I had with Kenny discovering this in real time. It was really.
yeah, we had a good laugh
beautiful
about
experience,
it.
and I was
But
glad to be part of it.
the Celtics have a lot of holes
Wow.
to fill. I mean, because not only did Kyrie opt out, Al Horford opted out.
You know, he might go to Philly.
Scary Terry might be moving on.
Oh,
Gary
Terry's
Terry,
pissed.
he's
Terry's
gone.
pissed. He's pissed.
He's
super
pissed.
pissed.
He's super pissed. The way the roster management, his playing time, he feels like he will not do any better
he feels
if he
marginalized.
stays in Boston.
There it
So
is.
unfortunately, because you know what,
Two
Gary,
for you.
yeah. Terry Rozier's troll game was amazing. I'm sorry. Did you see him last summer? You know, in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, the Eric Bledsoe troll,
Yeah,
where he
was
wrote
amazing.
Drew Bledsoe's
Drew
jersey. That was some
amazing.
great
That
stuff.
was some good shit, man. I don't know why you would let that go. You need that kind of trolling. Joel Embiid does it for us.
I know, but like
He is the ultimate.
He is
troll.
literally the ultimate troll.
And then he broke down crying, and everyone gave him a pass. It was fucking like
Shit, not I.
shit.
you did it, but he did not get savaged on the internet.
I'm surprised. Yes.
For all the shit talking he did,
He did a lot of shit talking.
did a lot of fucking shit talking.
Like
I
a
don't
lot.
think, I don't think
And-
there was an NBA week where he wasn't talking shit.
I remember
like
when he
that.
was talking about fucking Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Nice. Yeah. And then, like the Red Sox are almost halfway through their 1,000-game season.
Yep.
And it looks like they'll be going next weekend to jolly old London to play the Yankees for 2 games in Wembley.
I saw the field metric.
I'm not sure, Gav.
Not sure, Governor.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll be partaking of pre-game bangers and mash, that's for sure.
You ever had bangers and mash?
It's salty.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it is.
British food is terrible.
You ever had spotted dick?
Yeah, so I
I've
went to
seen
the dock
cans
right
of
after.
Spotted dick. I think a spotted dick is a bread pudding, isn't it?
Yes, it
I think
is.
it is a bread
Why would you
pudding.
name that spotted dick?
I don't know.
That sounds, you know.
Don't want to eat it though.
something.
Yeah,
Would
but
you,
anyway.
Have you ever had the roasted nutsack? Like, no, I have not. It's quite delicious.
Well,
These
maybe they didn't
spices
count.
from India.
Very salty.
It's very salty.
Yeah. We get the salt from the border regions. Anyway, and of course, the last part of the hometown happenings. This is the last time I will bitch about the Bruins losing, and the slew foot penalty. Because Game 5, we should have had that. They call that right on the ice. We have a 5-minute power play. That's a goal. The game's tied. Tyler Bozak's out of the game. We wind up winning that game in overtime. And, of course, then Barbashev was suspended at Game 6. So, and we saw what happened with the power play. The Bruins are deadly on the power
You
play.
want to go over that when we go over the Stanley Cup? We want to do that now.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
I think I segued.
they switched the... We didn't go over these two, man.
I know.
It's okay.
Hello, we're here, Kenny.
Yeah.
It's not all about me.
No.
But you know what? Hey, you know, there's other things to cover. Like let's face it, all Bruins fans are happy that David Ortiz is okay.
That is
Yes.
true.
Indeed.
Yes, and we were hoping that he'd be the Game 7 flag banner captain,
You know
but
what?
it turned
So,
out to be Edwin.
I
so.
honestly believe that he was fucking some fucking Hefe's wife.
No,
girl.
that was what it came out to be.
Because
He was fucking. He was fucking a drug lord's wife.
That's,
Hold on, wait,
is that what came out?
wait,
wait.
because I saw different on the ESPN.
What'd you see?
There's
He
mistaken
wasn't the-
identity.
Yeah, he wasn't
there
the
was a
primary
mistaken
target.
identity.
That's what
He
they're
wasn't
saying.
the primary target.
And the police came out and supported this. So Does that mean that's what happened?
I don't
Okay,
know.
allegedly.
No, it's not. However, if that
I
was something
think-
that happened in the United States of America,
It was because he was fucking half-faced.
yeah, it
I'm telling you.
was.
Look, I believe he was fucking knees deep in somebody's girl.
I'm saying
So, I mean,
Not
a
just
Dominican
knee
dude
deep,
with a
bro.
mistress,
balls deep.
Not-
a
not
multi-millionaire
even.
athlete, and someone else
put his ankles
is
in.
not. His ankles in it. Yes, bring out
I
that black
put
dynamite, baby.
my I put my
Okay,
whole
yes,
pelvis in it.
Dynamite. But yeah, so I think that's what happened. But
You know, it's funny you should
otherwise.
mention Dynamite in Good Times because he does look like Esther Roll.
Wow.
He really does, though.
He
I will
does.
never see him the same again.
Neither will I. Like,
Damn!
Esther Roll with a beard. Oh my god, I can't unsee that shit.
It's like that's a
You're
real
welcome.
Freeway with weird.
But,
With that, we segue over to Brandon. What's going on in Chicago, buddy?
how you doing, bud?
Hey, you alright, buddy?
Wow. Wow.
You alright, buddy?
Okay, all right. So, wow.
This is what happens when
You want to speak about your
Hey.
new jerseys?
Well,
You guys in New Jerseys?
yeah, we did. We did.
Those are
get new
fresh.
I do like
I am,
Those are
I am
fresh.
not a fan of the socks, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, the socks are fine."
They'll grow on
I
you.
wish they would have added a little bit of white in there.
Okay.
But I love the new jerseys, hate
White.
the new socks. New helmets are cool. As far as what's going on with the Bulls, we drafted Kobe White from North Carolina in the first round.
His name is fucking Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
I swear to God.
He better produce.
No, wait, stop. No. It's not Kobe. It is Coby.
Oh,
There's a difference.
White dude?
Nah, he's
There's a
black.
black dude named Kobe with a C.
Yeah.
what?
Did his parents forget
And,
to throw in an L?
and he was born in like the late 90s, maybe early 2000s.
So many questions.
He said he's
So
a
did
doctor.
But yeah, we drafted Kobe White from North Carolina. As far as everything else is going on with the Bulls, I keep seeing rumors that we may trade somebody for
Derrick Rose.
Lonzo Ball.
Oh.
Hey, I heard Derrick Rose wanted to
Wait,
come
hold
back.
on, wait a minute. Now, I've been
Leave
I've
Lonzo.
been-
Leave Lonzo.
I have been.
Where he's at?
sucks.
Look, I have been very hard on Lonzo Ball for as long as
Defense.
he's been mentioned.
Defense.
But he is like one of the top defensive.
He's a defense
Yeah,
player.
he's one of the top defensive point guards in the league.
Literally.
So I will give him that, but I do need him to produce on the offensive end if he comes to the
Are you ready for the shit show that comes with him?
Or Lonzo Ball. He's got an uglier jumper.
Wait.
Okay,
Because
Markelle Fultz.
Markelle Fultz, his shit is like a pump fake, then a shot.
Actually, no, Ben Simmons.
Because Ben Simmons doesn't shoot.
Yeah, all he does is layups.
And I'm just so glad that we traded the number 1 pick to you guys so you could draft him.
You know what, man? Look, Ben Simmons is a 4. He's a fucking power forward.
No, I'm talking about Fultz.
Why he's
Oh, Fultz. Oh, God. His shoulder fucking went to crab meat. And it
Hey,
was all bad.
what is
he's
with
got the
that?
yips, dude. He's got the yips.
No. What happened? All right, so he fucked his shoulder up, and in trying to recover, he developed some really bad mechanics to where he basically couldn't control his fucking shoulder anymore.
That's
so the
crazy.
pump fake is him repositioning to follow through because it wasn't natural anymore for him. So he actually had a scapular imbalance where the muscles weren't balanced like they were prior to the injury, and at that point, he's a wash.
He might need to shoot underhanded.
He might need to take some time and
Might.
because he shot a bajillion jump shots trying to get his shit back.
He might need to do that
But
Granny Smith shot.
At first, I thought it was the yips. No, at first I thought it was the yips too, until they started going to the science behind it and how his body is fucked up. Like his shooting is fucked up. Like you look at him going up with a layup with that hand, it's fucked up.
I heard it's messing with him mentally
Of
too.
course it would. You've been a fucking top tier basketball player your entire life, and now you're not.
Yeah.
That's hard to deal with for anybody.
Hell yeah.
Like if
That's
you took-
fucking sad, man.
If you took Tom Brady and you fucking shattered his goddamn throwing hand,
Ooh.
even
He
at
would
this
never
point,
throw the same.
Even at this point, right, with all of his accomplishments, that would take a hit on him. Like even if his hand recovered, he'd be in that Doc Strange mode where his shit just doesn't work right no more.
Good reference.
As accomplished as he is.
That's a really good reference,
Right,
dude.
so that struggle that Doc Strange went through of being at the top of his game, top of the world, and then all
One
of
of
a sudden
the
not being
best
able to do
surgeons
it.
in the
When
world.
you have an injury that takes that away from you, their mental toll is huge.
That makes
and
fucking
that's
sense.
and so what happens? You do whatever it takes to get back. You rush to get back. You hurt yourself again.
Yep.
And but the injury's still there. So with Fultz, the injury never went away.
Hello, Kevin Durant.
And we're gonna talk about that free agency because that's got to be talked about.
But also, as far as
catch
Chicago news, I actually like what both baseball teams are doing right now.
Yeah.
Like they're playing decent baseball.
Good stuff, man.
They just had a brief 2-game series with one another. They split the series. Sox won at home. Cubs won at home. Don't really know what's going on with the Blackhawks because they didn't make the playoffs.
Well, my Flyers didn't either. That's I know where they are.
And yeah,
Hey man, I gotta say though,
though,
speaking of your Chicago White Sox, there, Lucas Giolito, one hell of a pitcher.
I'm really enjoying this kid, Tim Anderson.
Ah.
I am really enjoying it.
What's going on with your teams, buddy?
Like the no fucks given as far as like, you know, respect for the pitcher after you crush a home run.
Oh yeah, yep, I got
Man,
you.
Like, come on. You gonna bitch about a dude doing a bat flip after he just crushed a home run off?
No,
you?
I think
Fuck
they should.
you.
I think they should bring those sign spinners in that hold the sign, like housing thing, and teach them how to do the bat flips. Yeah. The players, so they can do some really fucking intricate shit.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
somehow
mean-
when they drop the bat, it's like a middle finger, and it's like getting because fuck you and how you feel about it. If you're all that good when it crushes
as long
out
as
the
it
park.
doesn't look as douchey as that one time that Jose Bautista hit that home run in a playoff game and just threw it like, I'm so angry, but I look stupid.
Question for you: was that against the Red Sox?
No, it was against the Rangers.
Okay.
The Bryce Harper bat flip against the
The
Reds.
old okey doke,
The
yeah.
fucking that was pretty good little thing.
I enjoy bat flips.
I enjoy
You know, in
disrespecting
some
bat
places that you go, if you say the word Bryce Harper in this area, it's not good.
I'm okay with that, and I will say Bryce Harper because apparently I have time.
I mean,
Oh, I got time.
I
got time.
I'm a guy. I'm from Philly, man. Okay.
I tell you what, you talk about people who fucking hate Bryce Harper. I'm like, God damn, y'all just love. I don't like baseball. I don't care. For
I don't
baseball.
really care either, but I've been tracking it because the Phillies are kind of excited this year, right? So I'm tracking it once in a while. I'm not,
How do you-
he's a baseball fan.
Yeah.
I don't watch the games. Whoa, I don't have that kind of time. I don't got time. I don't got that kind of time.
I mean, you know, like what was it?
So all right.
Wednesday, then I had to sit through 17 innings of the Red Sox. Yeah, it's a Jordan's
I'm
trial.
not doing
I
that.
can't do that.
I would
No.
I would have alcohol poisoning if I fucking no.
Oh, like the Game 3 of the
I'd be
World
dead.
Series.
Yeah. So what's going on with your team?
Yeah.
You're
So,
a
as
Washington
you-
fan. And you're a
Washington.
Nats fan.
Washington Skins fan.
Okay, we'll allow it.
So that's my team. I'm liking what I see from. Apparently, Jay Gruden was talking about how he loves what he sees from Dwayne Haskins.
You know, Gruden's gone after the season, right?
Oh, if he doesn't produce,
Yeah, he's gone.
he's gone.
Oh, yeah, he has
Which
to.
I'm not. I don't. Here's the thing.
I wouldn't be opposed to
Here's
it.
the thing, though, that really pissed me off.
It's going to
Here's the
kneecap
thing.
Haskins.
You had the opportunity. We had Sean McVay at one point.
Sean McVay's a fraud.
You think so?
Definitely.
Absolutely no so.
After the Super Bowl,
Absolutely
definitely.
no so.
That is true. You know what? Now
Absolutely
that-
know that McVay's a fraud, and so's Goff.
But here's the thing, though. That guy doesn't study not one player. He studies the whole entire team.
And what good does that do? Because he scored 3 points in the fucking Super Bowl.
That's
against the
bullshit.
weak-ass Patriots defense. You want to hear my look? When you get done with your hometown happenings, I'll fucking give you my Rams take because it's well thought out. I'll tell you.
To
what.
be honest with you, like as far as that Super Bowl goes, I was very disappointed. I didn't even fucking watch it.
And I'll tell you why. But please carry on with the
But
hometown
yeah, I
happenings,
mean,
the lost team and
here's the
everybody.
thing. As far as our defense goes, you know, we lost Ferrari Foster, but whatever. You know, we're. I still think we're gonna have a. You know, look. Is there any more?
This is the last one.
We made it.
Hold on, you still got that natty light, bro.
That's the
shitty
that's a
game
shitty
time
beer.
beer.
That's
okay.
shitty game time.
We can edit that out.
It is gonna be warm. It's
Post-production.
gonna be terrible. Oh, this beer's gonna be so bad when we finally get
I
to
mean,
it.
look, dude. I mean, look. I have to split my teams because I'm a. And I like the Saints. I like what the Saints are
That's
doing.
okay. That's fair. You
It
married
is-
into the Saints family.
I'm married into
You're a
it.
smart man by rooting.
Also, for real, like before, I picked up on the Pelicans because I don't really care for the Washington Wizards. I don't
Yeah.
really care, so I picked up on the Pelicans and I watched the Pelicans.
I love how they
And-
destroyed like 3 franchises
Yeah,
last year just by dangling Anthony Davis. They destroyed like 3 other franchises. That was beautiful.
it just
I didn't.
mentally. Like,
All right, so let me go into my quick takes on the Super Bowl because I've gone over this before, but let me tell you why McVay's a fraud. All right, here's why Goff is a fraud. We start with there.
I agree. Go ahead.
One of the reasons that they get to the line so quick is because the speaker in the quarterback's helmet goes off after a certain amount of time, right? Mm-hmm. They get to the line because McVay reads the defense for Goff. And then from there, they get the play and he gives him his reads.
Okay.
The way the Patriots nullified that was by not lining up on defense fully. Until the game clock gets to a certain point, that mic is hot. So once the game clock went to that certain point, that's when they would form up and get the defense. Now Goff has to read the defense by himself. He hasn't had to do it yet. He can't do it. He's the number 1 overall pick, by the way. Can't fucking do it. Hence 3 points. McVay's a fucking fraud because even though that's what's happening, he failed to adapt. He had one of the most explosive offenses in the league and a number 1 fucking overall draft pick as a quarterback, and he failed to develop the most basic quarterback skills of how to read a defense.
Well, and not only that, but he was copying and pasting Kyle Shanahan's offense.
Which they were fully fucking aware of. When Hoyer the Destroyer is taking apart your entire scheme.
When Brian Hoyer's dissecting your defensive scheme, you're fucked.
Your offensive scheme. So that's why I'm saying that McVay is a fucking fraud. McVay copy and pasted Shanahan's whole fucking scheme and just was more charismatic in how he talked about it. His whole watching tape and digesting whole teams doesn't mean shit if you can't adjust during a fucking Super Bowl. I mean, fuck, they gave this dipshit coach of the year. He's never beat Doug Peterson. He's never beaten Doug Peterson. With Nick Foles or Carson Wentz.
Well,
the Eagles have beaten the fucking McVay-led Rams.
We saw what happened against the Bears.
Shit.
Now, you want to beat Belichick? You gotta be someone like Sean Payton. You gotta be someone like Doug. You gotta be someone who says fuck it and knows how to adapt and how to throw caution to the wind and win the goddamn game.
Yep, I agree. Like,
I agree.
You have to have someone who actually has. You gotta have someone who has a football mind in that role, especially as head coach.
Pedigree of being someone's son and all this other shit, and his whole I eat tape all fucking day only netted him 3 fucking points against what is really one of the weakest Patriots defenses I've ever seen.
You know what tripped me out about that whole game? Like they asked McVay a few weeks or months ago, like, you know, what happened during the game, and he was like, "Oh, I over-prepared."
No, you didn't.
Bullshit.
So that's what you say when you don't know what you did wrong because you don't see anything wrong with what you're inherently doing. So that he talks to Goff for as long as he does, and everything's predicated on that. If the coach is breaking the defense down for you and giving you your reads in real time, I mean, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yep.
Where's the skill of the quarterback? You drafted this guy at that position because he's supposed to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. And the Patriots, to a man, would say after the Super Bowl, it's like, we just sat back and we waited to get to the line. We made them make a play, and we waited for him to shit his pants.
They waited for Goff to fucking have to make the call, and Goff never had to make the call.
Yeah.
I would take Dak fucking Prescott over fucking Goff because while Dak Prescott is a game manager,
That is a shitty hot take.
capable of
He can read
making
the
calls.
defense.
Yeah.
He's capable of making calls, and he's better once the bullets start flying. Right? We've seen plays break down. We've seen Prescott escape. We've seen him break tackles. We've seen him do shit. And I don't think he's all pro at all. I think that he's got
High-end game manager.
I think he's a high-end game manager. When you have Ezekiel Elliott, the fucking offensive line, you don't have to be.
He's definitely gonna earn his money.
He's going to get overpaid, and I'm going to love every second of it. I'm happy for him. I hope he gets all the money.
Yeah.
What you listeners couldn't see was my fucking smirk.
Yeah.
You might hear it in my voice though. I'm smiling. I hope Dak Prescott gets all
Derek.
the money.
Derek, you happy for Kawhi Leonard?
I am. Actually.
Good.
I'm very.
I like. See, here's why I like Kawhi Leonard. He's the same.
Do you think he stays or do you think he goes?
Oh no, he goes.
He goes.
He goes.
Where do you think he goes? Do you think he goes to the Clippers?
Everyone likes to say the Clippers, and the Clippers never get anybody. So
The Lakers can't afford him.
No, the Lakers can't afford him. But you know who can?
Rob Blink is a fucking idiot.
Pelicans. Who? Pelicans.
You think so?
Pelicans just got a draft fucking haul. They got tons of.
That is true.
Tons of capital.
That
and
is
they got
true.
cap space 'cause
They got
Davis is gone.
and the thing is they're
Rebuild
using
on the fly.
Dude, they're using their trades as I mean, look, didn't they just give away
They're
their
in the
fourth
middle
pick?
of their process.
The third pick?
They're doing the process right now. They
Yeah.
liquidated assets. They liquidated Anthony Davis. They got a shit ton of assets for it. They took advantage. They had even more assets on
For the next 3 years, they have first round picks, dude.
I actually just saw this
Multiple
morning.
first round.
Multiple
Yeah,
first
I
round.
just saw this morning that an interesting team to look out for is actually the Dallas Mavericks.
So I guess we're talking about NBA free agency right now.
They might as well.
Might
Hey,
as well. All right.
segue.
Great segue. I like how that worked out.
It's just
Like,
very organic.
That's how we roll, sucker.
We're very organic today.
I dig it.
I'm good with that. I don't want to drink this
Nope.
beer. This beer makes me sad.
Don't do it.
This beer makes me
Pass
sad.
it to the white guys.
I saw you kind
Get a
of an
cup.
olive-complected dude, but all right.
Italian.
There you go.
Hey, oh, forget about it.
Hey.
You want a pizza? I got you, man.
I do want a
Joey, I want to see him legless.
I like a good pizza. Except not a deep dish pizza from Chicago, man.
Hey,
That's
hey,
a- that's
hey,
a
man,
goddamn-
Chicago
that's a
pizza.
I had a
fucking-
Chicago
that's a
dog
fucking
when I was in.
casserole. I'm fucking with
It's fucking casserole. That's a fucking
I'm gonna
casserole,
just go
dude.
ahead and put this shit out there right now
Just 'cause you're here.
because Ramon is on this show as well, and he tries to give me a hard time about deep dish pizza. Most people in Chicago do not eat deep dish pizza. No bullshit. We eat thin crust pizza that is cut into squares and shit.
Okay.
And like that's what we prefer.
Is it deep dish thin crust pizza?
So that sounds like a regular pizza to me, though. Like a-
Wait, whoa.
Regular pizza cut into squares is what I'm hearing.
No,
I'll tell you what.
No, it's thin crust. It's
I
almost said thin crust deep dish. I hate you.
This is how we roll.
Hey, hold on.
It's been a minute, man. It's
It
been
has
a
been a
minute. For
minute.
instance,
Hey, you know what's funny is though, so I haven't really experienced like a Chicago dog, but like I was in an airport and I actually ate a Chicago like quote unquote
A
hot
Chicago
dog.
style hot dog.
that's the
Chicago
one with like
stuff.
the tomato on it, like everything except the kitchen sink and shit.
It's got tomato, onion, a pickle spear.
Yep.
What else?
That don't sound bad at all, though. Being honest with you.
If
It
you
is
ever
really
get
good.
a chance to
Dude,
have
this is
one.
delicious.
Like I'm not look. People hate on Chicago dog and shit. Like I fuck with Chicago hot dog, man. I fucks with it. I don't like
That shit's making me fucking hungry, man.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Look,
If you ever get the chance, do it.
if you ever go to Philly, do not go to Pat's Regino's.
Really?
Find yourself a corner store and get a cheesesteak from there.
For real?
Well, it's like,
Go to the rattiest, fucking most hole in the wall looking place.
They probably got the best,
That got
right?
roaches, and that's where you want your cheesesteak from.
wow.
Roaches
That's
are
like,
protein anyway. So yeah.
Oh my
like,
god.
I mean, about the
No,
best
no,
I can
like-
do there.
Like if you go to like I went to Hong Kong, right? You're not gonna get any real Chinese food if you're in a British district. Where all the Europeans are at. You go out to fucking the hood and shit, and that's
Where the actual Chinese
the actual
people
Chinese
live.
people live, and you eat what the fuck they're eating, and that's when you get the real shit. That's when you're like, well, this is really good. You know,
Okay,
just don't order
alright.
in Mandarin because the Cantonese and the Mandarin hate each other. And my buddy spoke Mandarin, and he ordered in Mandarin, and they gave me a duck ass, and I wasn't happy with getting a duck ass.
So basically, what you're saying is that you ate duck ass.
It was duck ass. Yeah, it was like, remember Norbit when they gave the turkey ass? It was like that. But I want to say that the duck is the Becky of bird, so it wasn't really much meat.
there was a Becky. But
But
did it have good hair? Did it have good hair?
Basically, you had Taylor Swift.
I have Taylor Swift, and she was a duck. It was not meat. It was greasy, not a lot of meat. So yeah, very much.
That shit was like eating beef
Did it
jerky.
own a beach house in Rhode Island?
And Chinese chopsticks are fucking huge.
That's fucking duck jerky.
All right, so I have to ask this. How do we feel about the Lakers and Anthony Davis trade, with the exception of
Anthony Davis makes the Lakers the most exciting team that missed the playoffs.
I
I agree, because they can't fill out their fucking roster.
No, because now they got like 4 dudes they're gonna have on their roster. You got Supermax LeBron, Supermax AD.
yeah.
They're not gonna be.
What the way that I looked at it is is that LeBron was injured this year.
LeBron's gonna continue to be injured
So-
because he's old as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
But
aging.
here's
I
the
don't know why
thing.
they're banking on him being invincible.
He's
not
going
invincible.
into his 17th season, and
and he's been in the postseason almost every fucking year.
Every fucking
he
year.
missed
It's a
last
lot
season.
of first time and like since his rookie year or some crazy shit.
I think what they did was they kind of banked on AD to take some of the responsibility off of LeBron, because when you have LeBron in there by himself, you know, it's only LeBron. Now,
the problem is LeBron is a fucking court general. LeBron's a coach on the court.
I think Anthony
Yeah.
Davis submits to that.
I don't think Anthony
Well-
Davis can emulate that.
Well, and I
He
think that
can't, but he can still produce points.
If he's on the floor at the same time as LeBron, if LeBron's not available, because he's been injured.
Even if LeBron's not available, if LeBron's off the field, I still feel like
So
Anthony
all right.
Davis.
So the question is now, who can they afford to put in that's worth a shit, right? Because let's be real.
undrafted free agents and second rounders.
Good luck,
Who did they pick up in the draft?
Kenny.
Research department is on it.
Research department's on it.
All right,
We don't have an engineer, but we do have a lead researcher.
perfect.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, it's Kenny. He's pretty good.
So, okay.
Because I seen Taco. What is it? Taco Fall. He went to the
Taco Fog.
Taco Fall.
Taco Fall.
7'6" center from University of Central Florida.
Central Florida.
What,
He went to the Celtics.
Oh,
No, I don't think the Celtics drafted him. No.
I think he
I
went
know
to the
Bol
Celtics.
Bol went late in the draft.
Bol, yeah, he was supposed to be a first rounder.
That's who it was. Bol.
Bol
went
yeah,
to-
he went late in the draft. He's pretty pissed about that. I remember watching his dad play, man.
Manute,
like
yeah.
a giant spider out there.
Oh, Manute, yeah, the University of New Haven, or
spider web on his suit.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like
They
some
said that he
next
looked like a
level
fucking
meta shit.
super villain.
I don't know if that was some next level meta shit. Like he was acknowledged how spindly his dad was because his dad was super spindly.
oh yeah, 7'5" and like 234 pounds.
Yeah, not a lot of
Not a lot of beef.
Not a lot of beef for a guy that tall.
No,
Kind of like that duck I had, just
son of a bitch.
lacking.
Yo, this is totally random, but I have to bring this shit up.
All right.
So, in the process of building this show today,
Yeah.
we had a moment where there was just complete hilarity.
Are you talking about the chat?
Look, anybody listening, if you know who Deion Sims is, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and just type in Deion Sims knocked out.
Knockout. That's what I did.
I mean, all I can
Probably-
think of when I watch that play is Chris Tucker and Friday.
What made me like kind of feel bad about the shit is that the fucking Bears decided to go and get this guy for what? He knocked himself the fuck out.
They turned down for what?
No, listen. So I had just watched this video, right? And I'm picking up D1 from work, and now I'm still like in shock from this video. Like, yo, how the fuck did this happen? Like, this guy's a world class athlete. He's one of the top fucking 5% of humans on this planet when it comes to athletics. How did this happen? And my daughter, what do we mean? This guy dove for a touchdown and knocked himself out. Like, what, did someone hit him? Who hit him? They know. No one hit him.
No,
He
the
just-
ground hit him.
He just
No,
fell.
not even that. He hit the ground.
He hit the ground and he was knocked out. She's like, how? I'm trying to figure that shit out. So me and my daughter are sitting in the car and we're doing that velociraptor thing where you're like,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
trying to figure out like this guy, he stretchy dove and he hit the turf and he was out.
We are certain that he was down there snoring.
Which was, yes, he was snoring. But the best part was, he was out of bounds already. So the guy dove,
Out of bounds.
and even if he would have caught the shit, he would have been fucking out. That's how fucked up it was. So he was going to fail regardless, but he failed in one of the most spectacular manner possible. And my life hasn't been the same since seeing this fucking clip. I really hasn't.
Not only did he dive for the ball, but when he hit the ground, he slid. He slid into a coma. Like, come on, man. Like,
He bounced.
You know what I seen on 300 where the rhino was charging him? He throw the fucking spear and hits the rhino eye and he falls and slides and shit.
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah.
did. He
That's
just slid
Deion.
and it was done. He was knocked out.
That
you
was
know what
just
team
crazy.
that happened against? I'm sorry.
So we don't
Skins.
use the beep anymore. We use the SpongeBob dolphin effect now.
Duffy.
Oh,
Dig it.
Just
gotcha.
fucking- it's fucking
I
nice.
got you.
It's
Watch.
nice.
Just watch. I got
It's
you.
nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Because he said it like the other week, and I was like, oh yeah, we gotta put that shit in. But yeah, that's fucking wild, dude. I've never seen some shit where you stretch and was like, boop, and he's just out.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Snort.
but I
They
had
should
to
have put a
bring that
bouncy
up.
Hey, they should have
I
put a
had to
fucking
bring that
sleep
up.
number under
They
his
should have
head.
flagged him for a fucking
Delay of game.
defensive receiver shot to the head, because that kind of shit can't go punch in fucking Goodell's league.
When Dirt said that shit in that chat, I swear to God, I lost it, man. And I'm at work reading this shit. I'm at
Oh,
work
man,
reading
I was
this
at
shit.
work
I'm
when I read that,
my
too.
God. I had to walk away from my desk.
Technically,
Same.
I was at work, but I was
Same.
working remote at my house, so I was there dying like an asshole.
Oh my God, my chest started hurting and shit.
I had to take a break to get away and refocus on all the stuff I had to do because this is the busiest time of the year for me.
It was like fucking
I can't afford to be distracted by this shit.
You need to get your shit together.
Look, when,
Yeah, put it in a bag, go to the shit store.
when this motherfucker said they should have thrown a flag on him, that was when I walked away from my desk.
Fuck this game.
That was when I walked away from my desk. I was like, you know what? I can't even do it.
Not even, bro. Not even.
Like I was on the verge of tears at my desk.
Oh, man.
Y'all have no clue.
Oh man.
We got off on a tangent.
It happens like that
We
sometimes.
did, but I couldn't not mention that shit.
I know.
I had to bring that up.
You did that, man.
All right.
Because that was funny as fuck, though. It was like, I had to watch that. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. This dude knocked.
Yeah, all right. So,
Snoresville.
hey, I just gotta say something about speaking of things that bring you joy. How about the Rockets?
Oh, fuck that team. So
But they're falling apart, and you love it.
Savagely.
So here we go, right? So Chris Paul's a dick. He's literally been a dick since he's at Wake Forest. They have video of him punching people in the dick in Wake Forest. Like he's, I don't know what happened. Dude's like,
Hey, it's a nut check, man.
Vanilla
right,
nut taps.
but not everyone deserves a nut tap. I don't believe this guy deserved it. Chris Paul might deserve a couple.
True.
So Chris Paul's an
I'd
asshole.
say
He's
about
a-
60% of the people
Chris-
who get cup check probably deserve it.
Chris Paul
60% of the
is an
time.
unrepentant
60%.
asshole.
It works
who's
every
very,
time.
very hard to work and play with. He's very hard to play with because he's
Yes.
such an unrepentant
I
asshole.
seen the video of him and
Harden
James Harden.
going out on the sideline, right?
That was
yeah.
crazy.
Harden's a pussy, and this other guy's an asshole. Like just like World Police, right?
Yeah.
The assholes just want to shit on everything. Chris Paul's an
Yeah,
asshole.
no, but by the way, enlighten Brandon and Timmy's viewing or listening audience about the word you use to describe the
So,
Houston Rockets.
Please do.
I
Oh,
use
intrigue.
the word cunty. Like if you can take the essence of the word cunt and wrap a sports team and their entire play style and mythos around that word, it would be the rock. If you could distill, can I speak to your manager? If you could take that and inject it in the fucking 12 people, they would be the Rockets.
Here's the thing. Now I'm gonna look at that word cunty in a different light now.
It's a very cunty.
I'll never see
They
it the
are
same.
they are essentially Massengill in human form.
Cunty. No, Massengill has a purpose. Look.
Give me some.
No, these guys are they're because they play such a joyous, cynical style of basketball. They literally tried to make basketball an algorithm, and you fucking can't. You dribbling at the 3-point line, lunging into a defender while hunting up a three. Statistically, yes, you're going to get a lot of fouls. You're going to get to the line. You're going to score a bunch of points, and you're going to be MVP. And when the playoffs come, they don't call those fouls. You're going to fucking lose again, and they haven't changed. So when you get your ass kicked in heartbreak fashion one year, and then you get thoroughly dominated by a broken team the next year, and you guys got a bunch of assholes on your team,
Blow the team up.
you blow up right? Because they're fed up with you. They've been tolerating each other to this point, and they've been good, but they can't win when it matters. They are aware of this.
I
So
feel
yeah,
like-
they're falling the fuck apart, and I am loving every fucking second of it. I don't give a fuck what tweets Chris Paul comes out and says, I don't understand what you're talking about. We're good friends, bitch. No, you're not. No one likes you, Chris Paul. You're an asshole.
Something tells me that
Nobody likes you.
nobody likes me.
because you're kind of good at what you do now.
Something tells me that you really like the Houston Rockets.
I like them when they lose in the playoffs because that's when it really counts.
My thing with the Houston Rockets is, man, and it's not even the team that I don't like. I absolutely hate their offense.
It's
Mike D'Antoni.
Mike D'Antoni, I can't stand him.
They're just that algorithm, dude.
And then you have somebody like Kobe Bryant come out months ago while the regular season was still going, and he's telling everybody like it's not gonna work
no.
because he played in this offense. Like it's not gonna work. That style of basketball just doesn't work. You won't win championships that way. When Kobe Bryant comes out and says some shit like that, believe him.
No, I mean the guy
Because he actually played in the fucking
he's
system.
got a few championships. I think you should listen to him.
Yeah, like, 5.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, I wouldn't listen to when it came to like what consent is, but I would definitely listen to him.
Oh, come on. Now we're back in a hotel room in Colorado.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
We low tapping.
You're unstoppable.
We low tapping.
Hold on. I was wrong, but was I incorrect?
I got nothing.
I saw an opportunity and I fucking took it.
Why
I'm sorry.
not? That's what you do.
It wouldn't be a shitty sports show if I didn't have things that we didn't
If
say.
he didn't say shitty things.
That was pretty shitty. He didn't say
That was rather shitty.
And I am not apologetic.
Why should you be?
You know what? Kobe Bryant's legacy is complicated, right? Gianni's a diehard fucking Lakers fan, right? Gianni, diehard Lakers fan, but even she acknowledges that's a weird thing to reconcile because, especially like the Me Too movement comes in, right? And you start to believe the woman, and you go, okay, you know, a lot of these dudes have gotten passed because people just inherently shit on women. So how do you reconcile that with Kobe? right? So that posed a question to a lot of lady Laker fans who are also Me Too folks, and they're like, well, you kind of can't, right?
I had a terrible analogy for that.
You kind of can't, right? So at this point, it's like, all right, well, the dude got off. He used the same tactic a lot of other people who were accused of assault. They drag the fucking, they drag the accuser through the mud and make it to where her reputation is like, if you're a woman and you got a line of 100 dudes and you fuck 100 of dudes, and then the 101st guy comes and you tell that motherfucker no and he fucks you anyway, that 101st guy's a rapist. Her reputation has got nothing to do with the fact that you may have said no.
True story.
So I'm going to say that shit about Kobe because I will acknowledge Kobe's basketball genius. I will also acknowledge that Kobe Bryant was extraordinarily hard to play with and work with because he was an unrepentant asshole as well.
Yeah. But he also had
he quite possibly fucking raped the shit out of somebody. Like, these things aren't, they are the same person. You can be multiple things. You can be a philanthropist and
a philanderer.
And a philanderer. You could be like
you could be an incredible songwriter and a fucking horrible person. R. Kelly.
Ndamukong Suh donates hundreds of thousands of dollars every year to some charities. He fucking keeps kids off the street, does all kinds
unrepentant
of
piece of shit.
He's a fucking piece of shit once he puts the helmet on. A gigantic, selfish piece of shit.
Oh, yes.
But he's been donating since he was drafted. He's been involved in sports with kids and shit and donating money since he was drafted. For those kids, he's a fucking hero.
Yeah.
For all of us, he's a piece of shit.
It's like a
But
cover
for
story.
Matt Schaub,
You can be multiple things, is what I'm saying. So Kobe Bryant can be a Hall of Fame basketball genius who maybe got away with rape.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't go to him for like what consent is, but I would definitely ask him about playing basketball.
Yeah.
Intake.
And transition.
We have the show. We have some pretty good content on the show sometimes.
This is all good.
Yeah,
This is good.
Should have bought more shitty beers. Like those hurricanes.
They went faster than we
They
anticipated.
are not as bad as I thought they would be.
Not as bad as this passion
They are
fruit
bad.
bullshit.
They're
Dude,
not that bad.
We're going to power through.
Dude, the
passion
first,
fruit.
hey, let me tell you, I got through the first two hurricanes, and the moment that I drunk that fucking passion fruit, had to piss. Twice.
No bullshit. That's the only reason why I've been getting up to go on pee.
I've been sitting here because I'm hard-headed.
Dude, your bladder is probably out of control right now.
Man, I've built up such an iron bladder over the years, man.
Fuck that.
But so
My shit is plastic.
that's free agency has been impacted by the NBA finals.
Yeah.
You lose. Golden State loses Klay Thompson to an ACL. Injury.
Tragic.
And then they lose Kevin Durant first
Achilles.
to his Achilles blown out, right? And you know we all lost in that process. Calling KD a bitch.
Yeah, we did. We
We
definitely
have to lay
did.
that to rest because KD
Step the fuck up.
stepped the fuck up and he said, I went out there on my own. I wasn't forced. I wanted to be out there to help my team win. It was a very magnanimous, unselfish act that he took. He was genuine. He's on a bed. He's just fresh out of surgery. He's a guy speaking his fucking mind. And you couldn't help but respect his gamesmanship of going, all right, I respect that. So maybe the KD that fled the Thunder has grown in the last few years as a warrior and become something less selfish. But I kind of can't call him a bitch no more because he could have copped out and said, they made me play. Or not said anything at all.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think let's put us in the perspective of Kawhi Leonard. Look at what happened with Kawhi Leonard. He got injured, and they were sitting there bad mouthing him, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna let myself heal." But with KD, do you think that not directly telling him to play, but him knowing the situation that he was in, kind of pushed him?
The situation is wildly different between the two because Kawhi Leonard and Greg Popovich had a tighter relationship. It was easy for Kawhi to say no, fuck off, right? And to be honest with you, no one really knew the extent of his injury. No one did, and that was part of the issue, was that he wouldn't go in, right? So his relationship with Greg Pop was contentious because he didn't want to play for him no more. So did he leverage his injury to get out of San Antonio? Yes. Yes, he did. I do believe he did. Was he within his rights to do so? Well, he's done it. He's in Toronto, won a championship, so obviously worked out for him.
And he's probably going to be in LA next summer.
Here's my question to you. Now, as far as KD goes, do you leave or do you stay? And hold on, do you stay and do you rehab on Golden State's dime?
Yes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I think he stays.
Has to.
So this
Don't opt out.
The loss of Clay and KD from the greater pool of free agents, they're not going to get max. They're not going to get max contracts. They can't. because we don't know what versions of themselves are going to come back from these injuries, right?
Right.
An ACL is a lot. It still takes 2 years to recover from.
Achilles is really bad too.
And Achilles used to be a death sentence.
Yes.
So he's not a big guy, so he doesn't have a lot of mass to move around.
Right.
I weigh more than Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's lanky.
So he's lanky, but so what part of KD comes back? So if you're KD, you stay on the Warriors and you give yourself a short 1 or 2 year, 2 or 3 year contract because you're going to be out all next year.
Yeah, rehab.
And you try to play yourself back into shape, and then from there maybe you go for a supermax somewhere else if you've recovered enough. But if not, you've gotten yourself another 3 years of basketball. Maybe you hang up the shoe. Same thing with Clay. Clay gives himself a 2 or 3 year extension. He doesn't get supermax. He doesn't crush their cap space. And maybe not this next season, but the season after next, they make a run. They try to go on one last run because I don't see them hitting their market and being able to capitalize on their talents because they don't have it.
I think this also really increases the market for a guy like Chris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It does, definitely, because, maybe, teams aren't going to be as willing to throw that dime out to KD, even if he doesn't opt out.
I think there's always going to be a team that's willing to take the chance on a busted KD, but is he willing to go to that team?
Yeah, that's a good point. But, you go with the more safer known quantity of Chris Middleton, or whoever, the other small forward that's on the market.
So there's other swingmen. They're going to be able to capitalize on the absence of KD and Clay from the market pool. Kawhi Leonard's going to get a supermax wherever the fuck he goes. I believe.
I'm saying it right now. I'm more excited to see Kemba Walker finally get his due.
Do you think Kemba Walker goes to the Lakers?
Kemba Walker already said he's ready to take a hometown discount to stay.
But at least he's going to get paid like an elite player.
Yeah, he's going to get paid. Charlotte's going to pay him.
He finally made
all
NBA.
He said he wanted to get paid.
He wants to stay in Charlotte. He was giving him a discount. They're going to pay him.
I don't care where Kemba plays next season. I'm just finally glad to see him getting paid like at a superstar level.
Because he's a superstar.
Well, not only that, but Dork has a personal stake in this.
UConn?
Oh yeah, we had classes together.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
shit. Yeah, man, I went to college with Kemba.
Is he cool?
He is cool as fuck.
That's great. Yeah, well, good on
Cardiac.
Oh man, and besides which, man, when he did that ankle breaker move in the Big East tournament semifinals.
Oh my God, the step back.
Oh, this is the quarterfinals. I bet. Yeah, the step back against Pittsburgh. Man, it's like, how do you not just worship this man? Jesus. And he was always fun to be around. Always had a great energy. So I'm happy to see him get the money.
Good things happen to good dudes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying here. Kemba's finally getting his due, and good on him.
So he's going to get paid in Charlotte. They're going to pay him.
They're going to pay him.
They're going to pay him. So
I would love to see him in Celtic green, but
I don't think you need to bring him in there. I think you need to get rid of Brad Stevens and possibly Tatum. Because Tatum thinks he's Kobe with none of the skill of Kobe. And that's a problem. Like, you can't take 50 shots.
Well, and not only that, but yeah, like Brandon just made a good point that Danny Ainge has earned himself a reputation.
Oh, he's definitely.
Like people don't trust him anymore.
No, why would they?
Anthony Davis came out straight up and said, "No, don't trade me to Boston. I'll sandbag the whole fucking season." And that was pretty much, like guys like that, elite superstar players will not go to Boston anymore because of Danny Ainge and the way that he did Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder dirty.
He fucked them over, and so that's as a GM,
well, even
that's
before
the
that,
of being a GM and not being compassionate.
Well, even before then, even Kevin Garnett had to be, courted heavily.
To be fair, Kevin Garnett's a second man.
Well, yeah, but he said before that he would not go.
Clinically, I believe he's.
Oh, well, he's a psychopath, and I love that man to death for that 2008 NBA Finals.
Only on the court is he like that.
Yeah.
Apparently in real life he's
Because he's in a ball fight.
Yeah, and apparently in real life KG's a real cool dude, but once you get up on the court, he is
an absolute dog.
He is the worst.
He is that guy that you want on your team.
You don't
want to play against.
So I discovered this
the Brad Marchands
of
the world,
on YouTube by SB Nation, the beef history.
I know this story too.
And it's the beef history between Joakim Noah and Kevin Garnett, and Noah grew up idolizing Kevin Garnett. So he modeled his whole game and everything around Kevin Garnett. And he finally meets him, and Kevin Garnett is just talking the most reckless, terrible, disrespectful shit to him. And he's like, I grew up idolizing this guy, and I fucking hate his guts.
I've heard that KG
so
is
mean to me.
I've heard that he is so terrible towards foreigners.
Oh, he hates
foreign NBA players.
Well, yes, he hates Euro players, and it was like one other style. And Joakim Noah said it. He goes, yeah, he's really terrible towards Euros and one other group.
Yeah.
And he was like, rookies, and Euros. He goes, he's not like that to other veterans. But if you're a player in your first couple of years, he absolutely fucking hates your guts.
Yeah.
If you're from Europe,
He feels like you haven't earned
he
shit.
feels like he hates your guts. And so he called him out on that, and then people look at the record and go, no, he's right. Jakeem Noah's right. Because Jakeem Noah wanted to be Kevin Garnett until he met Kevin Garnett, and then he was like, I don't like Kevin Garnett. This is Jakeem Noah, man. He's got the ugliest
Oh, I've hated him
cover.
since he was in Florida.
But I mean, but then again, I am a Bulls fan, so like I actually like Joakim Noah.
I
because of his
like
energy.
Joakim Noah because he was such a pain in the ass to LeBron.
Yeah.
And he went out of his way to be that fucking irritant, to be a thorn, to talk the shit like he was like LeBron did something. He was like, "You're still a bitch though," and I was like, LeBron was like, dude. But with him, it seems less malicious
Yeah.
than it does with KG.
Because you know he's just talking shit.
yeah,
Like,
you know,
I mean, like,
yeah. But it's I like Jakeem Noah. I think he's fun to watch because nothing he does is beautiful. Everything he does is absolutely hideous.
Oh, God.
I agree.
Yeah.
But it
Because
works.
you're absolutely right. Like
works.
nothing he does is pretty.
His free throw looks like it shouldn't exist on this planet. It shouldn't exist in this universe.
Like I want to say the only thing that's even close to pretty about Joakim Noah is one, his hair.
His hair is gorgeous.
His hair is rather
His
luxurious.
hair is
and then on
luxurious.
top of that, he's got this little celebration he does after he makes a shot. You know
the 6-shooter
Yeah,
thing.
with the 6 shooters.
Everything else is hideous though.
Yeah, everything else.
He's like his
is
body
absolutely hideous.
wasn't really like the one thing. Like he's got extra parts that throw
He
on.
looks like he's not supposed to be playing
He
basketball.
looks like he wasn't supposed to exist at all. Like someone drew him in 3rd grade and that grew up and became a basketball player.
Yeah, that's really the best way to put it.
Yeah. So, well, let's
Yeah.
get into this NHL business real quick, Kenny. I know you've been patiently waiting.
Fired up.
To
And
kind of
just like that, we are done with this NHL segment.
I mean, I said most of what I wanted to say a couple of minutes
well,
ago.
all right. So
The
my,
game
my,
plan-
my team didn't win.
Yeah.
Team Giant Meteor didn't win. So somebody won, right? It was the Blues. Yeah. Unfortunately,
We
right?
have the Blues.
The Blues won. Now, did I want the Bruins to win? No. Did I want the Blues to win? Also, no.
I know. And everybody's like, well, yeah.
Catch 22.
But it said it was like 54 years or
So
something like that.
Why didn't I want the Blues?
52.
52.
Yeah,
Actually,
they-
I'll disclose it on
actually,
this show because you guys talk about more than just sports. Why didn't I want the Blues to win?
Why
Ferguson.
didn't you?
Ferguson. And their entire history. And how they use coded language when they talk about teams doing things the right way. And the Missouri Compromise. And all the things. Kansas City will fuck itself too. So if it
So-
weren't for racism and methamphetamine, would we even know that state existed?
Oh. Shots fired.
So
wasn't just
I'm Team Giant
Claymore.
Meteor in this instance. Any other team, I'm okay, cool.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers? No, not these motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, and
But they won, so please, Kenny, I'm sorry.
yeah, I know. It was tough, seeing the anguish on the players' faces once Game 7 ended. Yeah. Well, and for a while there, I was of the position that Game 7 should never have happened because if they call Slewfoot in Game 5,
Right.
power play, we tie it, we get the win in overtime, and then Game 6, we saw what happened. They dominated on the power play. But obviously, you know what? Game 7 happened, and the best.
It was a well officiated game. Game
It was a
6 and 7.
well.
They were
games,
very.
yeah, they were. They were definitely well officiated.
Well officiated.
The Bruins gave everything they had in the first period, and then when they had 2 freak bounce goals in the first period, the Blues did.
Yeah.
And then the Bruins saw that and they're like, "Oh fuck, it's not our night," and they quit.
See, and you can't.
You can't do
do
that.
that. You can't
So
do
I mean, obviously you can sit there. I've been saying this to Raiders fans for 17 years now. You can bitch about a bad call all you want. The fact of the matter is, you still had time to go out there and affect the end of that game.
Yeah. The game's not over yet.
Yeah, that
Game's
was like
not over. You still have to go out there and you have to win. The top 6 players did not produce. And I mean, I can admit right now on this show in front of y'all, as much as it pains me to say, they lost Game 7 straight up.
They lost Game 7 straight
That
up.
was like
so
the Saints versus the Rams too. Like
Yeah.
I mean, even
there
though
was time.
yeah, there was still time. They went into overtime. Drew Brees threw an interception. Hey,
Exactly.
you could have
So
changed that shit.
My CIO is from the greater New England area. He's a
Yeah.
diehard everything's fan, right? So we talk about the series because he listened to the show too now, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in fact, he was like, "So I learned from your show not to eat plastic explosives, not C4. I'm
Nice.
Like, well, good, because you shouldn't eat C4.
I learned not to eat C4.
Don't eat C4.
And I don't even have access.
Shit.
You know, but if you ever stumble upon a block of C4, don't.
You won't eat it.
C4.
You won't eat
I mean, it may
Also,
look
don't
tasty,
suggest
but
that someone else eats it.
True.
No, you can do that. Just don't accept their challenge. When they
and don't pack a kind of habit.
Like, no, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch.
I'm like, oh, no, that's all you. And seizures. And I'm out, everyone, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, hey, you enjoy your
no, not this
meningitis.
Oh, no. Certainly you are more masculine than I will ever be, sir.
Yeah, for
Enjoy
God's
that
sake,
C4.
yeah.
That's what I say. Enjoy your
In fact,
meningitis.
I'm going to leave the block here for you. I don't want to leave this meal unfinished. Let me disturb you. Here's some hot sauce. Enjoy your meal.
Some hot sauce.
But no, so I talked to
We have
Joe.
salt and pepper as well.
So he talked about game 5 was absolute bullshit. It was poorly officiated up to game 5.
Yeah.
And then they switched crews, and then game 6 and 7 were extremely well officiated.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you just get beat, and that's what sometimes you just get beat. The refs called a flawless game. There's no bias one way or the other.
Yeah.
Not a lot of penalty minutes either, but the teams weren't playing.
I mean, and what penalty minutes there were in Game 6, the Bruins took advantage.
Yeah, so
They had a 5-on-3.
So yeah, Joe couldn't complain, and he goes, it sucks, but you can't blame it on the refs. So
No.
so game 5 got miscalled, but the rest of the series.
Rest of the series, yeah, exactly.
The Bruins could have taken
Oh, and when both teams were even strength at that point, St. Louis had the man advantage. So yeah, it sucks.
And St. Louis is better on the road than they are at home. So
They won 3 games on the road in that series.
So the chances of Boston beating them in St. Louis were much higher than Boston beating them in Boston.
Well, 5 out of the 7 games were won by the road team in that series.
That's a wild ass fucking stat. But the road team.
Road Warriors.
Well, no, actually, with the Blues being so bad at home, I wouldn't play well in Missouri either. But with them being so bad at home, they
Yeah,
play better away from
Like
there.
I think they were just tired of hearing that god awful song they play after victories.
What was that song?
Gloria by
That's
Laura
what it is.
Branigan. And not to rehash old wounds here, Brandon. They got the inspiration for it because they were out watching the Double Doink game.
I've just seen something about this.
And they were at a club that was having an 80s night, and they played this song. And Ryan O'Reilly looks at his friends,
Brandon is so dumb.
Look at his face. He looked like a cholo.
Yeah, he's like, go home, like a real shit.
Why you gotta say double doink, Holmes?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what they were
ain't said a
watching.
word.
That's what they were watching. That's what they said. Okay, and they were like, "We should just play that song." There was no rhyme or reason for them to play that song after.
It's a shitty song.
There's no theme. It's a terrible song, and I hate it for eternity now.
Oh,
I mean, sometimes you just a hoe like that. Like,
sometimes you just go down. Sometimes you're in Chicago and you hear some bullshit, you decide that's going to be your bullshit now.
Exactly.
I mean, you call yourself the Blues, I would expect you to use.
I almost think I hate Gloria more than I hate New York.
Hold on, for a team that's got a literal music note on their fucking jerseys, I would expect better than.
Oh, for fuck's sake, yes, please.
I would expect better music selection than some shit that you heard in the club in Chicago after an improbable fucking playoff game.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Maybe some
but it's
actual
funny you
fucking
should mention
Or
improbable.
some Blues Brothers.
Yeah, but it's
Something.
funny.
Actual blues.
the
But
King
gentlemen-
of Blues, you got a whole bunch of people who probably tried to claim that shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's-
BB King,
funny you
who
should-
is, in my opinion, the king of blues, but
Yeah.
definitely been around for
Yeah,
years.
but the Blues and Improbable go together because on January 1st they had the worst record in the NHL.
Yeah, they made a huge turnaround.
They had made a huge turnaround, and now they're Stanley Cup champions.
They
Tip
squeezed
of the
in.
cap.
They squeezed in and made believe in themselves and everything.
The
Yeah.
Capitals lost first fucking round, man. That's
Goddamn Hurricanes.
That was the Lightnings.
Oh, the President's Cup trophy curse
The
right
best
there.
records in hockey history, and they fucking get swept.
I know what
Most
I'm
wins
saying.
are
fucking crazy, man.
So, I mean, mind you, I don't really watch hockey unless the Blackhawks make
Wait,
it
who
to
swept them?
the-
Was it the fucking
Columbus.
Oh, the Blue Jackets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally don't really watch hockey unless the Blackhawks make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Here's something that I found rather interesting, and I just found this out today. So
What's that?
PK Subban was traded to
Oh my God.
Subban. Shit.
Subban.
Yes, he got
Yeah.
traded to where
He
no.
was
We had it
traded
in.
earlier today.
Hold on, I
To
saw
what
it.
team, I don't quite remember because I really wasn't paying him much attention.
That's
but I do
fine.
know that he's
Devils,
a
I
brother,
think.
and
Yes.
I do like watching him play. He's a defenseman.
He's really good. I remember
No,
watching
he was.
Jerome
Yeah, he got
Iggy-
traded to the Devils.
The
he
Devils,
got-
Jersey
he got
Devils.
New Jersey
Yeah,
Devils.
from Nashville.
Yeah. So all right. Look,
That's
I know-
all I got on.
I know we
on
talked about it in the
hockey.
chat. I know Brandon won't talk about it. You gotta say shit. But apparently Matt Nagy.
Oh God.
Here we go.
This is where it goes from. This is.
It's an
After that.
unhealthy obsession.
This is
okay?
unhealthy. This is unhealthy.
Yeah, it
This
is.
is only why I bring it up.
Because I
As
mentioned
a
it.
Bears fan, I can admit this is a very
This
unhealthy
is unhealthy,
obsession.
right? So it kind of was weird during the OTAs and shit. First of all, the Bears lost in the playoffs to the Eagles on an improbable double fucking off the upright and the crossbar. I've never seen it before.
Brandon?
No.
Do you need a
I
friend?
got to rehash it for listeners who haven't been here. This is not the fuck with Brandon at all.
All right.
Now, what happened was he actually made the kick, but the Eagles iced him.
They froze him.
They iced him, and I've only seen it work like one other time, and I've never seen it go down like this. Right, so they lost by 1 point at home in one of the most gut-wrenching fashions any team could ever lose, and it was Pikachu faces everywhere. You know that face?
Just a second. So I'm gonna explain this from a Bears fan's point.
Please, I'm actually interested in
And
it.
actually, this is
Yeah.
the first time I've ever really. Actually, I've talked about
And let's
it on
remind
our
Dirk
show
that the horse
before,
is dead.
but I'll go ahead and talk about it.
All right.
So when this whole thing happened, the first kick goes off and it goes in. And
Slides in, left up play. Slides in.
I
Slides in
told
the left
Lita,
upright.
I was like, I guarantee you it's gonna miss the second one.
After I saw that they called a timeout, I shit you not.
Fuck.
That's exactly what the fuck I said. Because I knew that he was gonna miss this next kick.
I
didn't
fucking
know
knew
if-
it, man.
I didn't know if it was gonna be blocked by somebody. I didn't know if he was gonna whiff altogether.
It was
alone.
partially blocked at the line.
It was.
Partially blocked.
And
Another
as a
fingertip,
fan,
right?
and
Enough to knock it off course, man.
Hey.
It's a kick.
but as
Block
a
is a
fan,
block.
this is the way that I looked at it when it happened. Made the first kick, I knew he was gonna miss the second. Second kick goes up and it looks good. Hits the left upright, hits the crossbar.
Drops down, and I'm
And
like,
I thought that it went over.
yeah.
I thought that he made this shit.
And then I saw the mascot die.
Then, exactly. The mascot had this, what? Did that shit really just happen? Look.
And then
in
Matt
his
Nagy
body
had a
language,
nut.
because you know, like there's no facial expression.
But didn't he do that like how many times last year?
How many times in one game?
4.
Yeah.
He missed about 4.
4. They were chip shots too against the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like boom, boom.
Yeah, he was nailing up right. He did against Seattle too, didn't he? No, that was Blair Walsh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get those two kickers
But
mixed
when
up.
this shit happened, like I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, I was
This is a shitty
I
year
was
for kickers,
fucking
man.
seething. Like I was pissed.
So, yeah.
About 10 minutes later, I'm like, you know what? We made the playoffs.
You did. You did well.
I didn't expect us to play as well as we did the whole season.
Yeah.
I really didn't.
Defense is good. Running game. Trubisky's coming along.
Defense
I like
is
Trubisky, man.
Defense is top 3.
I'm impressed.
Trubisky he is progressing as I thought he would.
We clowned the shit.
Out of the trade to get the pick because
Yes.
nobody was going to pick Trubisky.
And it was absolutely deserved. It was
Yeah,
absolutely
absolutely
deserved.
deserved.
Like they deserved
They got
all
fleeced
of the
back.
I need a
backlash that
DJ
they got
Khaled
for
meme.
it.
There was nothing on Trubisky as being a bad pick. It was what they gave up to get the pick. They only moved up one spot to get him.
Yeah, and
nobody was going to. The Niners were going to pick him.
everything that they said about the movement to get him, absolutely warranted.
Yeah.
But back to this fucking kick.
Sorry.
I digress.
But I digress.
I digest.
There it is. I don't know what it is
I
about
thought
that damn
that the
pass
shit
interference.
went in.
So I did too until the mascot died, and then my wife pointed out the mascot died, and then I saw the sideline, and they're all like,
What made
everyone.
it so bad was Matt Nagy's face.
The
Wait,
Pikachu
wait.
Because
face.
he, like,
That
he,
face?
exactly.
It was the
Let me see.
Pikachu face. Like you see, it
So
was
he, like, it's
open
the,
mouth stunned. It was weird. It broke a piece of him.
Mm-hmm.
It broke a piece of him because
my feelings were immediately hurt. Like,
Yes,
I'm thinking to myself, like, how can I make it home in enough time to like choke this motherfucker myself?
Cody Parkey's so bad for this.
Then he showed like, and
Did
then
he
like,
want Letterman?
but
No,
but,
not
but,
Letterman.
but after the game, like, you know, like, I mean, the kid took his licks, man. Like, you could see he felt absolutely sick after that shit,
Yeah.
as he should have. But then the kick
mean-
was partially blocked.
It was.
There's
But
nothing you can do
everyone
about that.
ignored the partially blocked part.
There's
They
nothing
just
you can do
just
about
go
that.
back to the history of him missing 4 kicks
Right,
in
and
one game.
they
Right.
shit can the kicker, and then Ghost Island challenged the average Chicagoan to make the same kick,
And nobody makes the kick.
And they get like a year's supply of beer or some shit, and no one makes the kick. But that's Ghost Island. That's a beer brewer.
Yeah.
Here's where it becomes unhealthy for Matt Nagy. This is why I believe that kick broke a piece of him. Because at the end of practice in the OTAs, he was fucking making his kickers. He had 4 of them try to make that kick, and they all missed it, and he would like cut one of them each time. Ooh. And then Tariq Cohen comes out just now. He says, "Yeah, we watch it every day. He makes us watch the shit every fucking day." And I'm like, well, now before it was weird. Now it's unhealthy.
How far was that
Twilight
kick?
Zone.
It was 41 yards. Open air in Chicago in the wintertime. It's a tough kick.
Yeah.
Against a team that's pushing the line. So he's got to bring the level down because he's got to get enough distance, and the wind is pushing. So it's a tough kick, and no one wants to respect this. It's obviously the average Joe can't make the fucking kick, right? Because nobody fucking did. Nobody won the beer. All right, and it's hard for NFL level fucking kickers to make the kick because he got 4 of them in camp.
It's crazy
and
because
none of
he
them
made the
kick.
first one.
None of them ever made the kick in practice, and they all got cut. Like, I don't think the Bears even have a kicker right now.
We do. We have 2.
You have 2 now? You have 2 left? And then,
Okay.
but now and that's all weird.
I'm glad that we cut the kid whose last name is spelled out like Blewett.
Blewett. Yes,
I'm
Justin
so
Blewett or
glad
some
we
shit like
cut
that.
him. I'm so glad
It's
that we
literally
cut him.
Blewit.
T.
Blew it.
Oh, 2 T's?
2 T's.
My God, that's still terrible. That's still
You
terrible.
blew it.
Like blew it.
No, but so the only reason I
yeah.
bring it up is because first, like, Bleeding Green Nation fucking reports on it, and I'm like, okay. And then like Deadspin reports on it, and I'm like, okay, so
If it gets to Deadspin, you're basically getting the shit trolled out.
now you're getting clowned.
You might as well be on Hard Knocks.
So Tariq Cohen admitted
Yeah.
like he makes us watch this every day so that we remember the pain, and I'm like, that's not healthy.
No,
that is
no,
not a
I mean-
healthy way to deal with the loss. There have been some heartbreaking playoff losses in NFL history.
And about the only way I could see that he's spinning this is that, like, don't let yourself be put in this position
Well,
again. I don't know, where you have to pray for a kick to go through.
So here's the thing, right? You can't control that.
Oh, I understand.
The Tariq
real.
Cohen can't do shit about that. Trubisky
No,
can't do
I
shit about
understand that completely.
I don't think these guys play.
No, and I agree with you completely that Matt
You know,
Nagy's taking this to an unhealthy
it's
level.
unhealthy, and I think it hurts the team long
He's
run.
almost going Gollum on us.
Because when their backs are against the wall and they got to line up for a 41-yard fucking field goal, they're going to believe that they're fucking already screwed. Because he's putting it in their brains that this is what fucking happens. And
You know,
that's what he
it-
wants or not.
it
He's
literally-
projecting on
it
his
puts
fucking team.
PTSD
So wait,
on
He's
it.
fucking his team up. So
Wait,
now
is
that I
Nagy-
know
Those
this
Arizona Cardinals, man. Like,
We went full on the. We tore the Arizona Cardinals a new asshole a couple weeks ago, man.
the Cardinals, dude. Oh.
Shit show.
Oh,
But
that's
anyway.
bad. But
Nagy's going full Smeagol here.
came back to it.
I've always kind of liked the
You
Bears
tried,
except
you
when they're
tried.
playing the Eagles, right? I like the Bears. I remember the fucking Walter Payton was one of my favorite players fucking growing up. Buddy
I love
Ryan,
Singletary.
Singletary was always
It's a
amazing.
nutcase, though.
The Bears had a mystique. I grew up liking the Bears as well.
Yeah.
Right? I have a full
I
understanding of
begrudgingly
rivalries and
respected
shit.
them because of Super Bowl 20.
And they're not a rival. I have no beef with the Bears. When we play, I hope we win, but the Bears. So I kind of don't want to see them going to shitter mentally because
I don't-
because
and I
of
don't-
what Nagy's doing because I believe they have a lot of fucking talent.
I mean,
wanna
see,
some good football
seriously.
off that team.
I personally feel like the NFL is a better league when the Bears are a good team.
I
think
know.
when everyone's a good team, it's a better league.
Correct.
Nobody wants to be the Browns from 2 years ago.
Exactly.
We don't need teams to be the Browns.
Where do you
More
think?
of
Where
the
do you
line.
think the Browns go this year?
Division champs.
I
Wow.
think so.
Yeah.
I clearly think so.
I think they'll get bounced in the first round, though.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe,
yeah.
but I'm
Wild
telling
card
you what.
weekend, bye-bye.
Hey, like I told you last year, I was like, mark my words, dude, because I saw it last year, and I started watching Browns games last year, and I
I
was
know,
like,
yeah.
Let me tell you something. They're gonna be interesting to watch.
They were fun to watch.
They were
fun to watch this
fucking
past
fun.
year.
Say
Yeah.
about Baker Mayfield not giving any fucks about anybody.
Dick
None.
Shaker Baker.
Ever.
Yeah.
So-
no fucks given.
You know, I called it when they drafted him. I remember there was a pause we talking about, I don't like Mayfield pick, and I was like, no, I think he's exactly what you need. I think a shit-talking, dick-grabbing motherfucker
Who is not Johnny Manziel.
who's not Johnny
Yeah.
Manziel, who actually has a skill.
Has a
And
work
the
ethic.
And the work ethic is exactly who you need
Yeah.
to help bring that culture out from losing.
Because that kid worked his ass off.
He
to
worked
get to where
he's a
is.
walk-on who had to transfer, who fucking uses his hate to fuel his.
And he's got the
revenge
fucking-
based. By the way, everything he does is revenge based.
And the
He's
moxie.
great.
And you
He's
know,
great.
Yeah.
fucking Colin Coward, man. That's who.
Oh,
fucking,
God, the troll
That's
lord.
who
He
fucking.
took his ass down. I swear,
Dude.
that was the best. That was the best
Fuck
part
yes.
of anything.
that was
God.
all fuel.
Before
That's
the season
all it was
started.
fuel.
Rookie ass Baker Mayfield went in that fucking place and fucked
Got in
Colin
that
Coward
ass.
up. And you know what? He deserves it.
Oh, Colin
So
Coward's just
you,
annoying.
You can't like not like the Browns just because.
No.
Fuck no.
You gotta. All right, he's their guy, and this is gonna be the guy to help take the Browns to the next level. Will they ever win anything big? I don't know, but he's certainly gonna make it entertaining.
I tell you what, they're definitely putting the pieces together.
They got Landry and Odell. They got the LSU boys back.
And not only that, they picked up Kareem Hunt, who after week
Yeah.
8.
Boy, Steve Gettleman has got
Dave.
like whatever.
I'm
the fuck
anxious
his
to
name
see
is.
what
It's not
Freddie
even
Kitchens
important.
does, man.
Like
fucking
but
Gettleman's an idiot.
you know, at home he's kicking himself in the dick.
No,
He's
he's not.
got to be.
Gettleman still thinks he's got 3 years left to Eli Manning. Gettleman's a piece of shit.
Gettleman's stupid.
Gettleman picked up Eli Manning. Gettleman picked up the guy you would hire to play Eli Manning in a movie about Peyton Manning.
That is true.
Daniel
Have you not
Jones.
seen this guy?
He looks exactly. Hey,
looks
look, hold
exactly
on.
like
Here's
someone you would
the
play.
here's the thing. They had a picture of them in OTAs, and they had the exact same fucking look, dude.
Like, I can't wait for this guy to
Yo,
start throwing
like,
interceptions.
why was that the perfect analogy though?
Hey,
Like,
because it's fucking perfect.
I've read it a few places, and I agree. He looks like somebody you would hire to play Eli Manning in a movie about Peyton Manning. Like
It's that fuck.
Like,
It's simple,
seriously?
dude.
Daniel Jones.
Like, look at this guy.
Yes.
I can't wait till he starts throwing interceptions to green jerseys because he's gonna do it.
Oh, well, that's even better. Right
All
there.
right, so,
right
hey.
there. Right there.
Yeah. Oh,
really is.
Jesus.
It's a little too similar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, look. So
Hey.
we got 3 of these things. Hold on.
Oh, wait.
First thing we gotta do.
Did it make it down here?
Hold on. No. We gotta do the first thing first, sir. We have to cue the music, and we have to partake
Of the.
in the nectar of the gods. Now, which one of you will be taking this bullet?
Gentlemen, I'm gonna have to leave that to the 3 of you.
That
Okay,
is
I'll take
fine.
I'll take
Good
that.
sir.
Good,
All
sir.
right, so what's
Please
the-
play the music.
Greetings, I'm Dirk Diggler of the Philadelphia Diglays,
And I'm Kenneth Dorksworth of the Connecticut Dorksworths.
and we are here to give you Dirk Diggler's shitty game time beer of the week.
And we have returned to try the beer. Natural Light
Natter Days.
For those who like strawberry lemonade and drinking beer,
Beer.
I am scared.
You should be.
Here we go.
Oh, God, I'm not excited at all.
Oh,
Hold on,
Ah.
let's
It
do
couldn't
it.
possibly be worse than the
it smells like a fruit pop.
Oh,
It's
this is
warm.
It's warm. Okay. This tastes like low grade thought juice.
Oh God! So I know that shit is not a game
It
time
is.
beer.
If you like thought juice, but
Ugh.
don't like to look like you're drinking thought juice. For those who don't know what thought juice is the Budweiser Arena fucking beers that they make. This is the fruitiest yet most not delicious.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
I feel like Kenny's
Kenny,
enjoying
because
it.
this is weird. This is like someone.
I don't think you should mix fucking strawberry lemonade in beer.
So this tastes like somebody dropped a strawberry starburst in my fucking Natural Light.
I actually.
This tastes like
strawberry
Skittle
strawberry.
Brown.
I don't like
They're
them.
rather
with,
delicious.
I don't like them with beer though.
Hey. You know, this
wouldn't
tastes
want it
like
with
something
beer
that me and
either.
my brother used to do with beer, where we would drop Skittles in it.
Dude.
It tastes like
It tastes like-
the flavor seep out into the beer. We call it Skittle Brown.
Dude, it
Okay.
it
Because
tastes
you know
like
that got New Zealand.
it tastes like fucking like Starbucks and not Starbucks, Starburst and fucking hops. Like
It does.
fucking.
This is weird, man. It's got pink flamingos in the can too. This is a.
That's
we
how
gotta
you
get
know
some-
it's a shitty beer.
Yeah, we gotta get some pictures of this can. We gotta.
I feel like we
Whose
should be.
idea was it to bring this
That's
beer?
Kenny's
by the way?
idea, but I certainly
Actually,
greenlit
I
that
cannot
shit.
take full credit. My lady love said you should do this for the shitty beer, and I'm
Hey,
like,
here's the thing. It's definitely gonna make me fucking piss again. That's for damn sure.
Certainly. Now,
I need to purge this from my body.
So, all right. The question is, you want to try it?
Sure.
Take
All
a
right,
sip.
so, take a sip, right?
Wait, roll the tape.
Natter Days. What the? How do you get to giving you
Wait,
beer
wait,
kind of
wait,
stuff
wait,
like that?
wait,
It's such a-
wait.
You know what? It's funny. It's because
That
you know.
look, though.
Here's the thing. We're recording this on a Saturday, and I enjoy Saturdays. But the thing is don't fucking call your beer Natterdays for something that I fucking enjoy. Because I don't enjoy this.
I don't either. Like, I'm not a fan.
All right, so
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't taste.
I like
bad.
the passion fruit
It
better.
really does
Just
taste like. No,
good.
I like that more than I like.
Hold on, wait a minute. Here's the thing.
passion fruit shit was not good.
Here's the thing. I don't know if it's
And
just
that
me
was cold.
again, but I'm like 3 drinks in and I'm starting to like it now.
Oh yeah, I chunked it.
All right, so
I chunked the whole thing. I loved it.
all right, so here's what constitutes a game time beer. A game time beer is a beer you can enjoy but not overly think about, right? Like an IPA, you drink that, you're like, IPA,
Hoppy.
and you think about the beer as you're drinking it because you have
That tastes like strawberries and lemonade.
a stout you would drink because you're like, chocolatey coffee, thick as fuck, and you think about the beer as you're drinking it. A game time beer is a beer you can consume and forget you're consuming beer, right?
Until you remember you have
Correct.
to drive.
Until you're like, fuck. So,
Well put, Kenny.
so the question is, gentlemen, is this a game time beer? Is this a beer that you can enjoy while not really thinking about it, but still enjoying it?
No, because the flavor draws you
Fuck,
back.
yeah, it's definitely the flavor. Fuck no.
It's
No,
not a
I
game
mean
time
it's
beer.
it's definitely
never
not. I mean,
No.
if you need something to distract you from the fact that baseball season is 1,000 years long, then this is your beer.
I don't.
I agree.
Like I burped a little bit, and I was like, I taste like strawberry lemonade, and I don't want to think about that shit as I'm drinking a beer. I don't want
Yeah,
to think about
that-
anything.
I just want the beer to taste like
I just
beer.
want the
I'll
beer
tell you
to
what,
taste
even
like
if the
beer.
sun is out, I'm not drinking this shit. Because
I wouldn't drink it when the sun's down.
look, I'm pretty sure like
You'd rather have the hurricane.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
all
fuck.
right.
You're fine, baby.
hell, let me tell you something. That goddamn hurricane, you can fucking. I wish a fucking hurricane would take this goddamn Saturday away from my
I kind of dig the
fucking.
So, all
hurricane.
right, so the consensus is this is not a game time beer.
Absolutely
Fuck
not.
By a vote of 3-1, apparently.
Well, okay, so Kenny, you bring a 6-pack next time we watch a game together, and you can enjoy your 6-pack of that madness. I'll even join you.
Natter
I don't want you
days.
having a natter day on a Sunday by yourself.
That's a real friend.
That is.
Is that a party with hams? I'll tell you that much. Have you ever had hams?
Oh God,
You got a party
yes.
with hams, man.
I can't believe we should have brought hams.
Well, they didn't have it at the Wall.
Well, I know we should have brought it with us. We should have brought a cooler. I know.
Fucking Wall, yeah, the hams. We stumbled upon this beer, talk cans of hams. It was like on super sale. At the
Yeah,
local
6-pack
store.
for $4.
Yeah, it
Of
was
tall
What?
boys.
Yeah,
Of tall boys?
Oh yeah,
This big, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We party with hams, man.
We party with hams.
Party with hams.
We party with hams so much, and we
Is that a
dropped
local
it.
beer?
No, it's from like Minnesota or some shit.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. There you go.
We name drop it so much that we're practically begging them
They
to
should
sponsor
just
us.
give us money.
Just give us money.
Give us money.
Hey,
no,
hams.
this is not a hams.
Give
party.
us money.
This is not a hams party. But
No, it is not a hams party. It's more of a
Fuck no.
the girls are coming over and I have to be there and damn it.
Correct.
I don't see. I don't.
This is like girls around the fucking pool.
who
and
want to seem edgy by drinking beer.
correct.
But don't actually want to drink
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, I'm drinking beer.
I'm telling you right now.
I am
right-
trying not to.
Do you know what this beer tastes
Anyway.
like? Feminism.
Wow.
beer. Wow, this beer does not taste like equality, sir. This beer does not taste like equality. This beer tastes like it goes with that duck I had.
Wow. This beer tastes like.
This beer tastes like gentrification. This beer tastes like it's gonna call the cops on me the second I go outside for being suspicious.
This beer tastes like I want to have more of Gianni's bodega wine.
Oh, yeah, bodega wine.
God.
That was a good episode right there,
that
buddy.
was a damn good
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
So hey,
Props.
I guess we're on to the final portion of the Shitty Sports Show segment of this show. Well, you have to look at the sky. You see it. It's the take signal. It's like the bat signal, but it's just got a shitty take in it.
It's kind of bright today.
It is.
It's kind
it
of
is-
bright. Or
You
is
know
that the
what?
sun?
No, that's definitely
we switched out and we went to LED, so we're more fuel efficient. We're more green with the take signal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green takes.
So let's get that shit fired up, man.
All right.
Holy super shitty indefensible hot takes, Diggler! What are we gonna do now?
Johnny, dork, to the take mobile.
Okay, hold on. I guess I just gotta get this started. Hold on. It takes a minute. It's kind of old. All right.
Really?
All right. I think.
All right, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. All right.
So, shitty hot take of the week. So you have a lot of churn going on in the background of multiple sports this year. But at the end of the day, all that matters is that Ezekiel Elliott did something stupid, right? So
Here we go.
here we go.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot my shot. Ezekiel Elliott meets with Commissioner Goodell wearing a crop top, lugging a kegger, does a keg stand in the office to celebrate his 4-game suspension he's going to take for pushing somebody over at a fucking club, an EDM club, drunker than fuck. It's the only way. Oh, and Jerry Jones holds his leg because it's Jerry Jones. So that is my shitty hot take. The problem I have with that being a shitty hot take is I actually envision that happening in my head. And I'm imagining it, and I'm like, that could fucking happen, and that's not how this is supposed to work. So,
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yes,
That'd be pretty amazing.
Kenny, what you got, man?
Well, so y'all know I'm a goddamn dirty Patriots fan.
Yeah, you are.
true.
Proud of it too.
You said you're not drinking this?
Yeah.
I am though.
I'm
see.
reluctant about it.
And we all know that Mr. Kraft has apparently beaten the rap in Miami.
He was able to get the evidence thrown out.
I know, it's awesome.
I don't know why anybody want to see Robert
Kraft.
Kraft get a hand job, but here we are.
I don't want to see
saying,
I don't want to see any 77-year-old billionaire white male get a hand job.
Also, he's 77.
That's right.
He doesn't have a
Pruning,
wife.
for God's sakes.
Let him get a tug job.
Those are old balls right there.
I know.
They need to be milked.
Those are old balls.
But to celebrate beating the rap,
Oh God.
Robert Kraft, during the unveiling of the Patriots' 6th Super Bowl banner, will run out onto the field in a thong.
To Meek Mill's dreams and nightmares.
Yes.
Hopefully he's not wearing the thong backwards.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck
I
it.
give a
He's got
shit.
7-year-old balls. They're going to be everywhere anyway.
Yeah.
You know him and Meek Mill hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got on the same for Cardi B, so this could happen.
Yeah, well, I would think that he'd be played out by Cardi B playing some trash song about making money moves, which means collecting welfare checks.
No, it was child support.
Oh, okay. My bad. We're going to hell.
I'm not. I'm good either way. I got plenty of company, man. So, all right, so which one of you fine gentlemen wants to have the next shitty take?
Timmy G, I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm
and
gonna
throw it
go
over
with
to
you. Cause,
Oh, you want to go last?
yeah, I'm on. I don't see. I'm unfamiliar.
This is his first.
This is my first time.
Okay,
So
so
this is
yeah,
first
we'll
shitty
go
He's a
with
shitty
you going
take
last.
virgin.
We'll go with you going last.
Here comes the titty
Gentlemen,
concussion.
here is
All right, bring him in.
is my shitty hot take.
I wanna hear
Gentlemen, next basketball season, the Chicago Bulls, they will end their season second in their division. They won't make the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
I can't. I just can't see them.
You can't in good conscience say it.
Can't. Like like in my heart of hearts, I know that our organization sucks.
Okay.
He's seen better days.
Yeah, much better days.
Much better days.
You know, 6 years worth.
Yeah, it's a lot of those.
But yeah,
6 years of them, yes.
I think
I got you, fam.
But here's what I will say: the Bulls will be in contention for that 8th spot for the playoffs,
Right.
and they're gonna make it very interesting. But that last 5-game stretch, the rails are just gonna fall off.
They're gonna shit their pants.
Sounds pretty probable though, man. Are you sure that's a shitty thing?
Okay, let's switch this around a little bit. Those last 5 games are gonna work out really well for them.
Yes.
And they're still gonna miss the playoffs. That's all I got. I can't put them in the playoffs definitively. I can't.
Okay, so what's
That's about as shitty as that passion
All
fruit.
right, so you want the rest of this thing? You don't want to drive.
I have to try when I get back to your house.
I got an hour and a half, man.
And I have a big old cup of ice water in the car.
Yeah, it's not ice water anymore, buddy.
take it. It's definitely
cold.
just
Still cold.
warm
I
water.
have one of those Arctic cups.
You have a
Oh,
nice
yeah,
cup
you
of warm
good.
water.
You in there like swimwear.
It's cold.
Timmy?
Okay, Tim.
It's on you. What
What's
you
your
got?
shitty take, sir?
My shitty take is I think that the Washington Redskins are going to be in. I think it's going to be between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Skins for the division champions. I think they're going to battle it out.
Oh my god,
That is kind of
really
shitty.
terrible. Oh my god, that's a good shitty take right there. I'm offended. That's great. I'm like sitting here like this motherfucker here. Like this is for you. This is the first thing of the game. You got promise, man. There's a long future for you for shitty takes, man. We got to get this man in front of a microphone on TV as soon as possible because this shit rivals Skip Bayless, man. It rivals Skip.
Team Tebow.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes, because that's
Oh,
some
God.
shit. That's some shit. He's such a fucking fanboy. That's some shit he would say.
Hey. Shannon, I just think that he's going to be...
Skip. You're not out here in these streets like, all right, Skip, listen.
But
Why you
Shan,
dry snitching?
I'm hanging out with Pat Mahomes Sr. And he's telling me about Pat Mahomes Jr. Skip. He's got the cognac and black and mouth. You know I like me some black and mouth, Skip. You know I like some black and mouth. You know he told me, Skip.
I'm on that hand.
Skip, you know he told me, Skip.
Did he tell you about Tim Tebow?
He said Pat Mahomes is going to win the damn MVP of the NFL this year, Skip. He said
But I think Tim Tebow was going to win it with Dak Prescott in second.
Well, you know, Skip, Tim Tebow's not even a
But
good
maybe
baseball
Tom
player, Skip.
Brady of the New England Patriots.
Tim Tebow's not even a good baseball player. You listen, Skip. Skip, listen, Skip. Tim Tebow's done, Skip. He's done.
I don't think so, Shan.
All right, gentlemen.
digression.
So
Before we end this show,
It's a long
Timmy
one.
G, it's only right that we end with your 2 cents since you had a really shitty hot take.
that was an exceptionally shitty take.
I try.
You did a good job.
I tried.
Fucking out the gate.
I'm trying to knock it out the park, you know?
nailed it. You nailed it, man.
Nailed it.
Like that kick in Chicago.
Oh, come on! Come on!
I'm sorry.
Let it go!
It be your
Make
own
like
friend.
Frozen and let it go.
It be your own friend.
Timmy's 2 cents is choose your friends wisely. Because you never know when they're going to shit on your favorite football team at all.
You just took a
It
giant
be your own
bird.
friend.
It be your own friends,
I
man.
couldn't. It was there. I saw.
I know you couldn't help yourself.
I couldn't. I
and,
just didn't.
And,
it was
you know,
lack of discipline. Iraqi discipline.
it's a rapid discipline.
Iraq with your friend.
Gentlemen, I have to say this. It has been an absolute pleasure having you down here in the studio with us.
Oh,
I'm
of
glad
Hey,
we finally
here's the
had
thing. We got to go up there.
We do.
So
we gotta
you
do
bring
y'all
your,
show.
You gotta bring your gear with you. But yeah, you can definitely come up. I'll have you at the house. You can sit around the fish tanks and shit, and we can record and drink terrible beer. Yeah, definitely. You're more than
Whatever,
welcome.
You
bro.
guys are also more than welcome to do a segment at ours.
We're gonna do a show at.
How long
Phoenix
is
Club.
your shows?
Oh,
We're usually under 2 hours.
Yeah, we normally get in 2 hours, but we don't cover the non-sports things like we did in the beginning. So,
Yeah.
At about 2.5, right?
Yeah,
We're
we
at 247.
yeah. We also have a lot of B-real shit.
This is good shit though, man.
Yeah, this is.
I had a fucking.
It's such good shit.
This is fucking
Huh?
balling.
Yeah,
He
I
got
love
me.
that
He
shit.
got me.
Yeah, dude. So
I love that I can make wrestling references.
VKM, man.
this
Like,
guy. You know, he's been to WrestleMania what 5 times.
6.
Oh.
Actually, no, 6 in a row.
some respect
but
on it.
9.
Respect on my
we
name.
gotta, we gotta
9
get,
overall.
We gotta get my brother David on the show because he's an avid wrestling fan. Man.
Oh yeah, like I love the fact that I can make wrestling references and at least somebody in the studio
Yes,
gets
he
it.
will get it because I.
Like there was that time when we were talking about Kareem Hunt and I made the Kinshasa reference.
Yeah.
And I was like, I heard him laugh. I was like, yes, it
So is Kareem
landed.
not the one that beat up his girlfriend, or the one that beat up his child?
So we're
No,
gonna
Kareem
go
Hunt
ahead
was the one that kicked that young woman.
Beat up his child.
Yeah.
No, we have our tradition at the end of the show.
Yes.
So you guys have your outro thing, right?
We
And
do.
then we have our outro thing. And
All right, well, let's
So
do
you know
this.
what? We'll go ahead and kick it to you guys first.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So thanks for joining us in this Deceptively Shitty sports podcast show about things and
Yeah.
stuff and shit.
We might have to break this up into 2 parts.
We're gonna have to, but as usual, man, and I'm not bullshit at all, man.
No bullshit.
It has been fucking real. It's been fun.
It's been real goddamn fun.
fucking amazingly real fun.
I had a good time.
so
Glad you gentlemen enjoyed yourselves.
Dirt Diggler,
And I am Brandon, and of course I am still.
I'm
the
Timmy
Chicago
G,
kid.
baby.
and of course,
The dork.
But wait a minute.
Out.
Wait. That's not it.
That's the end of Dirt Diggler's shitty sports show.
It is the end of Dirt Diggler's short shitty sports show.
Short
I
shitty
almost said
sports
that
show?
wrong.
It's just
It's the hurricane, man.
the Slurricane, baby.
The slurricane. That's what that shit is. That shit is the slurricane, bro.
Shit, E40 Hurricane.
Here I am. In it, rock you like a hurricane.
Now,
Also that one.
Come on, baby.
for my man Timmy G,
Yes, sir.
for my man Dirt,
Sir.
for my man Kenny.
Word.
Also, my boys Ramon, David, as well as my man on the milk carton.
Yep.
And my hometown homie Q, who's a new part of the show.
All right.
All right.
Gentlemen, I love you, I appreciate you, and I value all of you. Listeners, the same for all of you. It's been real.
It's
Yeah.
been fun.
It's been real fun.
Dirt Diggler.
Kenny.
Timmy G.
And Brandon.
Out.